Go for
Timer.
it.
Same.
Just doing stuff in the background. Feel free to chat for a bit.
Chatting.
So Zome's gonna die again.
I'm not gonna die.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna get
Again.
knocked out.
You're gonna
I mean,
die because what
Again.
happens if
I think this one's your own fault.
Yeah, what happens if you are in a stomach, are unconscious, and then keep being electrocuted? I think is the hard part. You're going to die.
You say that, but the how it works is determined by the DM. It's a
No,
robot.
there are some rules even I can't overturn. You're in a creature's stomach. There's just some things that apply regardless.
God damn it!
And one of them is you die.
One of them is digestion. It
I'm
doesn't-
not dead yet. You
Yes.
can't force me to be dead yet.
No,
Yes,
it's,
I mean,
do the
I've made
damage
so many
first.
backup
it's
characters.
got
so-
nothing to do with us, this one, but this was
Trust me,
entire.
Ben's been trying to get killed.
Yeah.
Sucker can't manage it.
Oh, I'm not trying to get killed. Fuck you just runs into things because he thinks he's immortal.
Yeah, but-
Ben, that's not funny. That's not a funny joke. Why you gotta ruin my jokes, man? That's it. One negative inspiration for you.
Oh, no.
You'll lose your inspiration today.
Negative inspiration. You can choose to use this to roll disadvantage.
I'm not gonna lie. I have suggested to our Pathfinder GM that because someone was asking for some weird stuff, and they went, "Yes, but you can get a negative hero point, which is basically just like an inspiration."
Mhm.
And I made the joke, "Oh, please allow that to be an existing rule. Just it's basically an inspiration roll that the GM can use at any point of their choosing on any roll your character makes." That sounds hilarious.
Has anyone seen the latest trailer for the Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom yet?
No, I haven't.
I've seen a picture of
I heard.
you know who.
Yeah,
I
it was yesterday about 3:00.
Now, I saw a thing about it today, but didn't actually watch it. Is it on who Ganon is?
Not well. Ganon is going to just be Ganon.
It's Ganon's design, I think.
Yeah, it looks very similar to Demise at one point,
Okay.
at least in the trailer. So whether it's going to be like the beginning of the game, a flashback at the end of the game, who knows?
I imagine flashback if it's going to show actually Demise. That makes
Well,
sense, right?
We don't know if it's Demise or not. It's just the way the hair looks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it looks very Demise, there's not a terrible chance there's going to be like flashback. This is how it started. That's Demise, really, isn't it? It's not crazy out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like speculations on where Breath of the Wild falls on the timeline.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. It's gonna be all over the timeline.
I mean,
it's Legend of Zelda. It genuinely could be.
That's
the
what they
exact
said when-
timeline.
That's what they said when Breath of the Wild came out. Because there's 3 Zelda timelines that split Ocarina of Time, and Breath of the Wild is the future of all of them.
yeah, because there's the like bits and pieces from all the games essentially. But I'm quite happy that it's going to be a lot more Zonai stuff this time, though.
Yeah.
Because the Zonai have been like a major thing for years, but not really have much information about them. Like it's been a massive question since Breath of the Wild came out. Who the fuck are the Zonai? But I think time. Oh, got a minute left.
To be fair,
Bob,
I'm
do you
not,
still
not
have
actually doing
Death
anything
Ward?
for this session. I'm doing it for future stuff, so I can go whenever.
Does who still have Death Ward?
Bob.
Possibly.
Maybe. When did
I mean,
you cast?
because I'm
Yeah, I feel like
I'm
it's something you should
looking
know.
back. Well, I'm looking back through the chat log because I've used a 4th level spell, but I can't see any 4th level spells that I've cast. So I think it might still be Death Ward.
When did you cast Death Ward? Do you remember?
There was somebody having Death Ward and using it. Well, I've been a very passive previous session.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of
I'm thinking because I remember Gwent casting Death Ward on Zormir, but I don't think it was casting on Zormir since we had the little time break.
No.
Since he died last time. So I know
Yeah.
that.
In World, it's been like a day or two since then. So
Yeah, it's been a bit.
It's been like 3 weeks because we had.
It's been a week. Yeah.
I was in... Fair enough.
Oh,
It was us getting
that's
our passports, wasn't it? Was it the skip?
Right.
Was the skip? I'm pretty sure it was just
trying
like
to
when we
think
were
of.
going in. Yeah, I remember now.
So
Towards the
you
end of the first
probably
week. It has at least been a week.
Yeah, you've cast it on. You cast it on him when we were going into the cultist base.
Yeah,
They
you've
just
probably
didn't come
not
up
done a
because-
long rest since then.
Yeah, because you were away the other week, weren't you?
Yeah, Quint, did you give yourself a long rest?
I believe so, yes.
You just
Nah,
forgot to
no
do that
idea.
one spell, basically.
Oh,
which
well,
is entirely possible.
never
You
mind.
just did a long rest and forgot one spell. So
Yeah, could be. Oh, well, never mind.
Just
Bad luck,
cast a
Bob.
random spell on yourself, but
put Death Ward on
What's
you.
that? Ladies and gentlemen, all individuals in between, welcome back to the world of Alterra for episode 60 of the Shattered Altsphere campaign.
Hell yeah!
The Art of Rebellion Part 4, because I'm still
Told you.
going to keep this title until you meet the rebellion.
Told you. Told you.
And
better
as soon as
hope-
we're done with this,
So prepare for a part 5, everybody.
Oh yeah, like meeting the rebellion itself, I expect to be 2-3 sessions long. But we're gonna see if we can get to 10 on this one.
I mean, we're currently fighting with Platinum Phoenix, so.
Which is going to kill at least one of us, Bob.
Oh yeah,
You keep on saying that.
which is going to kill at least one of us, Bob.
Yep.
Look, it makes it easier for the party if they just accept your death preemptively, just in case it does happen. That way they don't have to deal with the emotional turmoil if it happens in session.
Yeah.
And if you survive, great.
Yeah, it can only go up from we
can
expect you
only
to
go
die.
up.
I do
Previously,
not accept death
on
yet.
Alterra. Now, actually, before we get into previously, because I always forget to do this after the previously, let's just go around and say hi. Everyone gives me, I quite like doing everyone give me a sentence of what happened last week. Alvina, say hi.
Howdy! I punched a giant phoenix out of the air.
That they did. Dr. Zormir Eskar, say hi.
I flew inside the phoenix's mouth and tried to take control of it.
Really a lot of questionable decisions going on.
Yep.
Fook, you say hi.
I turned into a monkey twice and did nothing.
Both times.
Both times. Fuki's gonna go shopping or ask for something that allows him to do non-psychic damage. Gwent, Moss Smile, say hi.
Hello, I healed Lou and I ate popcorn.
Accurate.
The most sensible of the party members so far.
Mm-hmm.
Revan Lou, say hi.
Hi. Somebody killed 2 golems for me.
Extra happy got to do a lot of heavy lifting last night.
Mhm.
Fucking carrying this party, she is. And hacker voice, the point. Say hi.
I'm in. Hi, I made a robot drop to the floor very, very slowly.
Yeah, it's still
No,
falling.
it finally made it down in the last session.
Oh,
'cause we
did it?
swapped Positions.
That's the wrong map.
Is it the wrong map, or is the DM showing off some bookkeeping he's about to mention?
Ooh.
Oh, maybe.
Something new.
So the DMs decided, because I already have all
You've
this on the
leveled up.
little bad guy screen. What's that?
We leveled,
You've leveled up?
That'd be handy.
-1 level.
No, don't
No
level.
levels for you. As some of you may or may not know, depending on how much you actually pay attention to the little bad guy Excel sheet,
I don't.
your ship has a couple empty slots available for no particular reason. Because the DM's definitely not been like slowly, very, very slowly procrastinating doing the shipbuilding aspects of this game.
Just find some other players.
So in order to kind of document this somewhere more visible, I've gone ahead and put these little empty slots on the actual ship map, because it makes the most sense. And we're going to draw little icons to represent whatever upgrades you put in place.
Nice.
Why not?
Defense.
Nice.
I've also already added several upgrades available, common variety in the Shadow Cove Docs map, Docs Excel tab.
Hell yeah.
There's only currently 6 because I've only done the very basic common ones. They average out about 15,000 gold per upgrade. And I will slowly add more as I get around to actually coming up with some cool ones that aren't just bigger buffs, because I want these to be a little bit more unique and also force you to pick kind of what you want to upgrade. It will cost you to effectively re-upgrade or change your upgrades, so it's not something you're going to want to do often, but something you want to put a little bit of thought out before you do like grand expeditions to certain part of the cosmos. Since some of the cosmos is slightly elementally themed, especially around the broken elemental rings. So if you happen to be going towards one of the segments of broken fire, you might want to get some fire upgrades in before you leave. It'll also just allow a massive purge off your cache.
Yep. Oh, is the fireproof animal bay one of the passive upgrades, by the way?
Nope, you get that as a freebie.
Yay!
Does not count towards your upgrades, but it only applies to keeping fireproof animals on the ship. It doesn't actually apply to ship combat, which is what these are mostly used for.
Gotcha.
For if you decide to go out track, God, if you guys just decide to stay in this city, it's gonna... I'm gonna be fine with this because I'm gonna repackage this for future campaigns, but...
We'll do something eventually. At least a few of us want to go out.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
go to weird places.
Once we've met the actual rebellion, we'll probably go somewhere.
But we're gonna do all the shit around here first, and then we'll go somewhere.
I've got a Doofenshmirtz to go and speak to.
Exactly. And I've got an idol to deliver.
Yeah, Chris, I hope you've been practicing your Doofenshmirtz voice.
Don't worry, I've never actually seen
I'm not that good.
I've never actually seen the show, so you could literally do any voice, and it would be like, yep, sounds perfect.
I mean, the only reason I know the voice is because I follow Dan Poffenmeyer on TikTok.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
And the only reason I know the voice is because Phineas and Ferb is a fantastic show, and you should all go watch it.
Yeah, I've heard it's a good show, I just haven't got around to watching it.
Platypus? Hurry the platypus!
Yeah, my voice cannot consistently stay that high pitched enough. I can barely keep current NPC voices that are at least more stereotypical and don't require constant straining. Look, you get bad Scottish, and that's it. That's the only I can do consistently.
Bad Scottish, no.
Bad Scottish.
Bad Scottish.
Now it sounds an insult.
Hey!
Bad Scottish, and you'll
For the
like
one
it.
not Scottish person. Wow.
No, technically there's two.
Ah.
But he's lived here longer.
I don't live there now!
So is that me? Because I'm technically not Scottish.
Well,
I was gonna say,
how many non-Scots do we actually have in chat?
I
think it's about 50-50.
Oh, fair enough.
So with that, as you can see here, we've got some 3 feature slots that are predominantly just for upgrading the main parts of the ship. You've got some passive ones that will provide just random, mostly utility or disguise or plot relevant things. A couple defense in terms of just upping the AC or a shield or anything like that. And some offensive ones for your weapons. I am going to stick consistently to just these slots. In theory, at some point in the future, I might upgrade it to have like different ship actual like layouts so that you can have different slots, but that's a step into the shipbuilding mechanics I don't want to get to.
That's fair.
So you get one ship type. It's this ship type. These are the ones you have.
Time for an upgrade. New hulls
The
and
other thing I
everything.
wanted to mention is that while most of the any of the common or basic upgrades will just require cash and to stay at a dock long enough to hire the crews to implement them, some upgrades are going to require special currencies or tokens, depending on if they require restricted resources or secreted technologies that will be probably implemented in such a way that trying to backward engineer or break into them will result in them exploding.
Cool.
Depending on what the secrecy policy is of whatever organization you get from.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at the ship at the moment, we don't actually have any cannons or anything.
You don't. You have 0 weapons.
Yeah, we literally
Had
have
a cannon.
we
We
have-
lost the cannon.
we have cannon mounts, but we don't actually have a cannon, which is a hilarious.
We've got
bit.
places we can put Merida.
Yeah, he's
Who
correct.
does
I think that's the
2d8
only
damage.
thing.
To fair, your
Yeah.
ship was originally designed for speed, and a lot of the basic stuff you did have got damaged and wasn't replaceable back at salvage. By which I mean the DM just wanted to start you fresh.
And we never found that cannon we stole.
We never found
from episode 1.
We never found the freaking artillery piece that Alvin uprooted in episode 1 and ran around with for an entire session.
It's still out there somewhere.
Someone's
Maybe find
collected it
one
by
day.
now. It's been months.
I mean,
There's a tribe of like.
Cross and Bones might have it.
Well, no, I was about to say there's a tribe of like swamp raiders who worship it as a god
Yeah.
or something.
We've got enough cults. We don't need a cargo cult.
Oh, we definitely do.
We do.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
Ludas.
it'd be a gun cult, wouldn't it? So basically Americans.
Oh. They're just cowboy swamp raiders.
Oh.
Actually, they're Florida! It's Florida, understood.
Yeah.
With that,
What?
go on, Ben. Finish off your sentence.
I was just gonna make a very bad joke.
Well, we all
kind of
grown.
car? Yeah.
grown in
What kind of car do cowboys drive?
Dunno.
A Howdy.
Jesus Christ.
That's not too. That's a level of growth.
-1.
That's
Oh,
a
maybe
level.
I should give you negative inspiration. With that, the party was fighting the Platinum Phoenix, the largest and most challenging group combat challenge that the Colosseum, whose name I can't be bothered going to go find because it's not relevant right now, has to offer, with a grand prize of 10,000 gold or 1,000 platinum. Hilariously, still not enough for one ship upgrade.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking that earlier.
When you said 15 grand to like upgrade something, I'm like, not even being the Platinum Spider would be able to do that.
Yeah. So it's a bit of money. It's just fine. It's just like with magic items. You never get the default versions of the items because they're more expensive than the magic version. It's fine. We spend 400 gold and we get an adamantium hull instead of the 15,000 for a standard hull.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. To elaborate on the mechanics that I'm going to introduce this session before we get to Zormir's turn, I'm introducing the genius idea, because it's just so basic, of introducing a new action type that will be effectively just like when games go into quick time mode, only applicable to certain scenarios the DM deems fit, because it allows you not to just do the same monotone action every round, which is the multitasking action.
Okay.
For those scenarios in which you're trying to do the plot gimmick of push button every turn, but don't want to spend your round just pushing a button every turn. So the way
is
this
that not just object interaction?
no, because there's going to be some more limitations here. It's normally for when you need to like do an action or something requires a full action. There are going to be some additional limitations that I'm about to go into. So for the multitask action, in order to truly capture the idea that you are focusing on this main task while also trying to do something very quickly or kind of like ward off a monster in your peripheral, you will either be able to take the while you're doing the multitask action, you can do part of it as doing the item that requires multitasking, so normally something plot related or encounter gimmicky, while also being able to do either a full action or bonus action, but any roll is made at disadvantage.
Okay.
This allows you to still be able to try and do something, but while your mind is distracted by the main task, you're fortunately not going to be able to do it as well. Obviously, advantages will apply, so you are trying to set yourself up to be doing something, give yourself the best chance of warding off the monster while you're doing the other item. In addition, you can also use your bonus action or action to give yourself advantage on whatever the main action is, if you've somehow killed the monster already. So that's going to be the special multitasking action, just so Zormir can actually do stuff while also constantly rewriting and fighting the CPUs in disguise.
And not
Please.
and not dying. Basically.
Oh, he still might die. It's just passively.
Oh yeah, he's gonna die possibly slower because he might be able to heal.
But that's the multitask action. Like I said, it's predominantly used for when you need to be like holding onto a chain or trying to rail in a chain or something while fighting people off. Something that's slightly larger than object interaction that normally would require an action.
Yeah.
But I always find it unfair just to take a player like out for 3 rounds, given how long these rounds tend to go.
That's cool.
So that's my compromise. What was I going to do? Zormir started off the... we ended on Zormir's turn last round, as Zormir has managed to effectively not taken control, but has effectively clogged up the CP or the stack, while competing with the strategy chips inside the Platinum Phoenix, which has caused the stat Platinum Phoenix to freeze and stun and fall to the ground. In response to this, a large amount of Platinum Ooze is now currently leaking towards Zormir to try and get rid of this pesky infection and restore order to the Platinum Phoenix. As well as you will be battling the Phoenix's mind chips effectively to regain control of the spider, requiring you to constantly kind of augment and update your control glyphs. But since we ended with Zormir, we start the initiative with Lou this time. As Lou Grim, you have managed to just survive 2 stone golems with the help of Abigail, and you've just watched the Platinum Phoenix. Well, technically it doesn't fall till the start of its turn. You're watching the Platinum Phoenix kind of freeze in midair and begin to fall. It is now tilting towards the ground and has already, for flavor, fallen about half the distance to the ground.
Okay.
Its distance at 45 feet in the air. As in slow motion, it start craning down. What would you like to do?
What would you like to
do?
Lou?
So tongue-tied today.
I'm not gonna lie, Lou. I could use a hand with this iron golem.
Gonna
That's gonna kill me probably on its turn.
30 feet.
You're breaking in and out there, Lou.
I'm gonna move 30 feet.
Yeah, move yourself in your map.
Silence. You okay there,
Yeah.
Lou? Oh, you've got the measuring tool put on. Just change the mounts.
Change back to the cursor.
Yeah.
There.
There we go.
I was just doing that.
First 30 feet. I don't think it's exact. Needs to be exact.
And
Lou's got the range.
the iron golem, I'm gonna cast mold earth.
Yeah, you do remember it's flying, currently hovering up in the air. It's not touching Earth right now.
And remember, you can't actually affect Iron Golem with transformation stuff.
I thought that was the flesh. Yeah,
That's just golems.
Golem.
That's golems.
That's golems
right.
in general.
It might work on the iron golems.
It would work on the
It's
ground, maybe, but it's not on the ground.
I think it was where you were trying to meld the stone golem and the floor together last time. Whereas if you just like open a hole
I
underneath the
was
golem.
thinking he was still on the ground.
Now he can fly.
I forgot he'd been upgraded.
Upgrade.
Yes, he is currently Iron Manning up in the sky, currently whacking at Alvina as she's going down with the spider, or with the Phoenix. God, the icons even throw me off.
Just shoot
Never
it.
mind that. I will.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, anything you've got that's not fire.
Yeah, I'm just looking through all my stuff, seeing what's not psychic at the minute.
Yeah.
While you're thinking of that, I'm going to think about the platinum, since you're unlikely to... Oh, given it's like still full health, unlikely to kill it.
If we kill the platinum, if we kill the platinum phoenix on Lou's turn right now, boom. I think Lou earns his own unique individual level up at that point on his own.
Lou earns platinum wings.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
He's earned the platinum cult badge.
Badge. What, with Pokemon trainers now?
Haven't you always been Pokemon?
Yes, you are,
Yeah.
Alvina.
I'm literally working out how to make a Pokeball.
You are, actually. I forgot about that.
But yes, Lou, what are you doing?
Chromatic or level 3 thunder.
Nice. Bonk. Hell yes,
And
Lou!
there's the
Wow.
Oh, damn.
That's a
Hell
nice
yeah,
57 damage there.
With its 41 health left.
Yes! Nice one, Lou!
Nice.
Woohoo!
Well done.
Just
Describe to me how this thunder absolutely destroys this flying golem.
Does its head just explode?
Blue to decide.
This again.
Scanners.
I've
This-
just got thunderstruck.
No, this just happened.
stuck in my head.
This is my mental image of what just happened.
Who remembered what thunderstorm was like on the Phoenix when it was up above and fuck you was on? He's drawn inspiration from that and thrown it upon this iron golem. Swirled them about a few times and then he just pops.
Bam!
Shrapnel everywhere.
Oh,
Shield.
Just see like rivets popping out.
Yeah, Vinny just puts sword up in front of her eyes, like, thanks, Lou!
I'll mention it.
I've just got a picture of him air guitaring and just firing fire.
I have
to
straight
blast
up,
him.
I have straight up
That's
baseball,
Neo.
like baseball
Not
throw,
Lou.
like just fastballing it out of the air.
Fastball special.
Yeah. Damn.
It's
Okay.
actually
That's the way.
interesting you put that gif up.
Yeah.
Because anti-aircraft is ACAC.
As you defeat the flying iron golem, just fucking exploding it. We move to the Platinum Phoenix's turn as it finishes crashing to the ground, where it's let's see, we'll drop it to 0 distance above the ground. Still stunned. However, for my own convenience, I'm just going to put the Ooze's turn on the Platinum Phoenix's turn,
Makes sense.
so I don't have to deal with a new initiative order.
It is like digestion. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's part of the creature. As Zormir, within the stomach, you can see the walls around you starting to crackle with lightning energy again, as it's beginning to recharge and will disperse on the start of your turn, as it is known to happen. However, as you are combating the controls within the Phoenix itself, the ooze around you begins dashing towards you, leaking down the main console that you've found yourself working at the internal circuitry of, with your control glyphs decorating around the actual panel. It begins dashing towards you. Let's see, I need to start a distance for this thing. So Zormir, go ahead and roll me a d6 and we'll add 20 feet to it. Let's see if it gets to you this turn. Okay, so it begins 40 feet away from you. However, it does actually have 20 feet of movement, so it is going to take its turn to fully dash up to you. And at the same time, you can feel, now that you're connected with the control glyph, using your force of will to combat the machinery, its mind inside, you can feel it beginning to unwork and kind of circumvent the control glyphs you've put in place. It's trying to work away and just slowly closing off various kind of sub-protocols and procedures to regain control. You feel like you're going to be in for a battle of the mind here. Unless your party can either destroy the chips controlling this creature on the outside.
My plan.
I must say, point. Your turn's. Actually, you've spotted them, so you can tell me to help break them.
Or destroy the creature altogether, which would just be the equivalent of you destroying shit inside. We'll see if I give you any vulnerabilities or anything, or any vulnerabilities to you destroying its circuitry.
You're removing
But,
its immunities.
Remember, it's the red wire you cut.
No, you never cut the red wire.
Unfortunately, this is a highly complex machine built with a lot of redundancies since it's built for combat, which just requires a lot of redundancies.
Yeah.
It's like 90% of this thing is redundancies. Otherwise, it just
Like-
would not work.
Yeah, one thing gets shot and it just shuts down the entire system. That's not how you build a combat mech.
So with that, the platinum ooze kind of
Does that go
reaches
inside?
towards your fingers, and you can see small tendrils and pseudopods reaching out. There seems to be almost a kind of psionic component to this platinum ooze. But with that, I can now get rid of the iron golem. The golem's dead. Fuck you. It is your turn, and the spider has just crashed down in front of the phoenix. Has just crashed down in front of you.
We
What
need
would
to
you
get.
like to do?
We really should have in one of the intermediate weeks sent you a
Never.
phoenix, shouldn't we?
This one has silver parts on it. It counts.
Yeah, so fuck you is just gonna grab his loot, start strumming like several power chords, and just cast a second level shatter at it.
Nice.
Second level.
So it's a con save.
Which he is good at.
No, if I remember correctly, the thing had a ridiculous con.
Yep. Not as good as its strength, but still great.
That is a 27,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Silver bulbs.
It might roll the one again.
I mean, I don't think it's worth the spell slot. But it's your spell slots. 26. You've
That's
managed
fine,
to
you
increase
still-
it by one.
I still believe it gives me advantage on something.
It
just
gives
double check the
someone
wording.
you want. It gives someone you want. As long as they're
Um,
rude.
Oh, you can choose yourself, so yeah.
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 Chosen creature's advantage on the next attack roll,
Yep.
ability check, or
So
save
that's
within
fine.
1 minute. If it makes it within 1 minute.
Can I see out? No, there's no point in giving out Venus. You already can reckless.
No, this does it work on saving?
No.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, it's only D20 check.
Because I'm about to fall from the sky.
Are you within?
I have no
60
idea.
foot of me.
How high up am I? Because I was on its head. I'm 40 feet up, apparently. Oh, actually,
Did you say,
it'll be a dex save, won't it, for falling?
Yeah,
I've already got advantage on that.
yeah, that's fine. I'll keep the advantage
Yeah.
myself then. Actually, no, points up on the head as well, isn't there?
The
I'm
point's
flying.
flying. The point's
I'm
actually
flying,
flying. Alvina can't fly yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
She gets it at
I'll give
14.
the advantage on myself then. But that bonus action, give Alvina D10.
It's appreciated. No,
That was
really.
thunder damage, right?
Thunder.
As you blast at the creature, you remember the storm of thunder it had around itself that it seemed to be immune to.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as the energy disperses harmlessly along the creature's surface.
Hey, it was
Fair
worth.
enough.
It was worth a try. We didn't know it wasn't just immune to its own ability, so
Yeah,
definitely was worth the check.
that's fine.
Yes, it
And
seems
that's
that while
me.
it has the base construct abilities, the fact that it is a platinum variety seems to give it
Thunder.
immunities and resistances related to thunder and lightning.
That makes sense.
I'll just be an extra shiny.
Yeah.
But Fukio, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's me. Fuck you's just going to keep strumming on his loot though, because I believe.
Thunderstruck.
Oh no, I was going to say it's even if they thingy it, they can get charm effects, but it's a construct and doesn't get charmed.
Yeah.
Yes. Unfortunately, you're looking for fire, cold, radiant, necrotic, or any sort of magical weapon damage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's resistant to
Or
force,
just,
right? If memory serves as well. We found that out.
I think it was resistant to force.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh,
It was resistant.
Whilst it has the shield up or something.
might have been wearing
Yeah.
the shield.
Oh, yeah. While it's in its ball form, it's resistant to just everything.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Yeah, force isn't one of its full basic ones, so you can still Eldritch Blast it and stuff.
Cool.
It's only while it's in its defensive mode, it just gets flat resistance to all damage.
Mm.
Because that's kind of the point of the mode, to like shock people that hit it. I actually took inspiration from a certain game where the monster rolls up into a ball. We'll see if the audience can guess what game it is.
Katamari.
Katamari Damacy. Ball.
With that, Gwent, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to get Celestial Bot to move up, but he has to get there in a dash, so at least they've moved up. And for me, I'm going to move about to there, and then I'm going to cast Bless on the point Alvina and fuck you, so at least they can all get a little bit of something extra.
Bless is a D4 on things, right?
Yeah. But on saving throws, so, you know.
It's appreciated.
You might need it in a second.
Yeah, probably.
As we...
Tuck and roll.
That's about it for me.
While we do that, as we move into the support round, what would you like to do for your support round?
Abby Stabby or?
Abby's too far away, isn't she?
Abby too stabby.
She's kind of in the ether now, right? So she can, in theory, run over it to enchant it.
Yes, mechanically the NPCs don't have fixed positions. Just so long as we give a little bit of flavor, we can say she was running over during the round. She just gets there. But yeah, you can Abby Stabby if you'd like.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Yeah.
You can start maybe using commander stuff next turn, but I think everyone who can go for it is out of range or in its stomach.
The only thing you have to consider is where would you like her to be positioned for her 60-foot aura. That's the only thing you technically need to choose a point. So choose a point for Abby to be at so you can be within her +2 aura.
I'd say under towards its head, because we're probably all going to be around
here.
its head when we're hitting it. So yeah,
Also,
between the giant pincers on this.
Now it's down, do you want to try and start tying it down?
You got some rope or chain?
I have 50 foot of hempen rope, which is definitely going against robots.
Alvina has
I just put on Abby's 60-foot aura and that's it.
Yeah, Alvina has a lot of the silver chain on her. Hey, 20. Atta girl.
Unfortunately, she also technically has advantage because it is prone.
Fair enough. Always weird doing prone on things that are 15 times your size.
Yeah, but I mean it's also stunned, so
I can't miss.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's so long since I played a monk. If I remember correctly.
Is she a monk?
No, but it's stunned.
Ah, right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Stun condition
it has to be paralyzed. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember if which one gave the crit. It's paralyzed that gets the crit, not the stunned.
Oh. Alvina's just thought of something.
But she does have advantage, so there's 2 hits.
I've just got to check how much silver chain has Alvina actually got on her. I think she's got 3 units of 50.
Okay, Abby has a +1, so that's fine. It's magical. Does what is that? 32 damage.
Nice.
There you go, 32 damage to the creature. That's your support, Alvina. It is your turn at the start of the turn. You are going to fall down the rest of the way. Because this is all happening within the same sphere of time, I'm going to say you and the point, if they would like to on their turn when they descend, can be within the 60 foot since you technically are 90. So everyone in that yellow circle gets a +2 from Abigail's effects.
It's appreciated. Yes, I would.
Except Zoramir because he has full cover and is inside his stomach, and this is the cost of being inside his stomach.
Yep.
No full cover for you. Yes, Alvina, you are falling down. You can make a dex save if you'd like to try and break your fall and take minimal damage. You are falling from a height of 90 feet. You can obviously have advantage on that dex save.
Yes, I would like to, and I'll probably add in Gwent's one to it. 20.
Every 10 feet, so it's 96.
Yeah. I'll use the bless because I might as well use it now.
Well, yeah.
Yep. To be fair, you do succeed anyway.
Yeah.
And your bless gets applied to every save anyway. So you can take half from the successful save.
15.
So 16, and then half again if you're raging and have resistance.
So 8. That actually takes
8.
all my temporary hit points off and leaves my hit points fine. Yay! I don't remember where I got them from, but thank you. Probably Gwen.
Those from me.
Oh, is it Point? Thank you, Point.
Yes.
You can describe how you break your fall with an amazing piece of dex as you take your turn.
Yeah, Alvina literally is going to just, stick the landing, like acrobat style, on top of, like, one of the points of it on its head, and then hop down a bit. And she remembers that they said it's got, like, brain crystals, right?
4 of them. Yeah.
4 of them. Alvina goes, the brain's in the head, right? She's gonna basically go to the base of where its skull is and start just smacking in.
I did point out, I think, the spinal cord, which is around there to you.
Okay, she'll aim for that.
Give me an intelligence perception check to see if you can identify which part of the circuitry looks the most important.
Okay, this is a weird one for Alvina. Basically, this is a +2. I'm just gonna do an Arcana check and just add 4 to it. Because I don't have proficiency in anything intelligence. Would my ability to see... Actually, no, it probably wouldn't. It's not eyes of minute seeing, technically. Yeah. So, her 7?
7. It all looks foreign to you. It's all machine. You're sure any part of it is important. Who knows which part's the brain chip?
Yeah.
Smack away.
I'll hit exactly what the point pointed at, and that's it. It's like, gotcha! Sword. 27.
27 definitely hits. Go ahead and just make all your attacks and then roll me a fate die. We're gonna let fate decide.
28 and hammer time.
You also have advantage on all of these, so you don't need to reckless
Oh yeah, good point.
because it's stunned.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a d20 for Destiny. Let's see if you've somehow accidentally hit the right place. You have not. You have hit nowhere close to where the point was indicated. You know, it's just kind of hard to tell where the point's finger lines up because of the distance.
Yeah. It's like, it looks about there.
You can see
You
a
do
milestone.
do a shit ton of damage. So it's 21.
I can see it. It's hard gauging, like, exactly where he's
21.
pointing at.
And it is a third 21. Okay, 321.
That's very consistent.
Very consistent. As you beat into the creature, just kind of chipping away at the platinum neck, kind of creating little troughs into its the back of its skull. Alvina, is that your turn?
Yeah, that is Alvina's turn.
The point, it is your turn. This battle is suddenly swinging in your favor. Yeah. If Zormir can stay alive and keeping this creature out of the action. Which actually do the point.
Okay, so before I fly down to it, can I, from this vantage point, see where those brain chips are on its body?
Also give me a intelligence perception check.
Okay.
I assume they might be on the inside, but you've got good at this. You're smart.
Perception.
Use your brain point.
So I'm not proficient, so I need to do the half bardic thing. plus 6.
Yeah, that's fine. Where's that dice? There
Yeah.
it is.
23.
23. Okay. I guess technically you also should have advantage because you're an artificer, but I don't know.
It's a
You
weird
make robots,
I would imagine.
Yeah, it's...
But you make more weapons than Zormir's full-on sentient
Automata.
Warforged character.
Yeah.
But it's still high enough to easily identify. As you kind of fly back and look down, you can see what very clearly looks like an access panel on almost like a fuse box on the back of its neck, heavily reinforced, but very obviously reinforced to protect something important. There are 4 boxes spread equal distance across the neck. God, how big did I make this thing again? Like 40 foot? How big is this neck? Like 20. They are each in their own 5-foot square.
Okay.
For annoyance.
Cool.
Fair enough. Okay then, in that case. And the thunder thing's still up, right?
Um,
No.
No, disabled.
Oh, it's gone. Okay, good.
The
Yellow
only,
arrows, Abby.
the only thunder thing is Zormir about to be roasted alive in his stomach. Is the only...
yeah, there's no danger to attacking the creature. All of its defenses have been nullified. At this point, it's just a giant chunk of machinery inactive.
This isn't strictly how the spell works. Let me know if I can do it or not. Can I use Fairy Fire to specifically highlight the...
I'll allow it.
just the words.
I'll do that.
Hit here.
It's every item in a 20-foot cube. So
That's cool.
Yep, that perfectly works.
That's cool.
so it's
They are valid targets.
and just yell to everyone else.
Hit the glowing.
The brain chips are there. Get those out. We stop it, and Zormin maybe doesn't get digested.
Gotcha.
And then I'll fly down and be in front of the mouth, but not go in yet. And that's my turn.
Does Fairy Fire give advantage? I know it can't do invisible. It's like a big marker.
Should do, yes.
Yeah.
They get a dex save to avoid it, but it's stunned. So yeah, and it shows off invisible and gives us advantage on it.
Yeah. Awesome.
To be fair, I'm making the box and the chips their own things, so the advantage does matter.
Okay.
It's like I'm just setting up some little icons for them. There we go. So I can track stuff on the side. Yeah, that works. All right. The point, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, as we move into another support round, you can use everything but Abigail's attacks. What would you like to do?
Oh, we can't use Abigail's attack. Can we use Abigail's commanding ability?
You can, yes. It's specifically just the ability itself that can't be repeated. You can use interchange the abilities.
I wish I could command her to let me use one of the spells to take
You're in
heal.
cover. You could we could have her tell me to smash the box. Smash one of the boxes
Start
up.
getting into the boxes.
Is that not a bad shout? Just make a start on those as soon as possible.
Abigail just shouts at you. No.
There.
Alvina, hit the glowing box. We think that's what's controlling it.
Hit
Okay.
the glowing weak
It's his
point.
brain.
Hit the weak point. That's where the brain is. Advantage. Smack. Misses probably. Actually, I'll use fuck Q's ability. Can I do that? Bardic inspiration on this.
Yeah, it's an attack.
And don't forget bless as well.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I've
You
got
also
+2
have
to it.
the +2. Yep.
4, so that's 17
So
so
it's
far.
15, 19.
1d4, maybe? 2?
19, 21.
That's it. That's all I got.
As you strike in, you remember the platinum body. Actually, even the platinum body is actually higher. I was going to say, wouldn't even hit the phoenix technically. I say technically, it just wouldn't hit the phoenix. As you hit into the reinforced boxes, you find that they are much thicker and almost seem to have a little sheen of magical protection around them. Not anything that would block you in, just making their AC higher.
Yep.
As your attack glances off it, not having gotten a solid landing to actually deal damage through the slight magically reinforced armor.
Mm-hmm. That's a shame. That's a good hit as well.
It was a good hit.
Yeah.
But alas, the small, tiny reinforced box, slightly more AC heavy than the giant creature. All right, now we get to the ultimate question as we start Zormir's turn inside the stomach, and we do some classic digestion mechanics. Zormir, I need a Constitution saving throw against just being digested by lightning.
That's a weird concept, but.
Oh, now you remember this thing having a above 20 DC.
ACDC.
ACDC. Would you like to do anything before I announce the results?
I think you're out of flashes.
You
I'm
are
out of
definitely
flash.
out of flashes.
I'm out of flashes. And I don't get Abby's
No.
thing because I'm inside. Unless you open the mouth. And even then.
Please, that would require one hell of a strength check. What do you think we have, a barbarian in this party?
Yeah, we do. Forgot to.
Maybe when Alvina hit the box, screamed in pain. The 9th.
Yeah.
All right. Hit me with your best shot.
No, not the best
Hit
shot,
you
the
with
worst
my
shot.
best shot. 40. 40 lightning damage.
And absorb elements to half that.
Still up. You take 20.
Yes, I can take 20, but no more than that.
Oh shit! He's got at least one more round in there, boys. Come on, you can do this.
I'm on 3.
There we go, guys. That's an accurate picture of
Oh.
what Zormir looks like in the Discord.
Delicious.
Delicious.
No.
But Zormir, it is your turn, and currently the ooze is right in front of you, preparing to strike out against you, as well as the creature's CPU chips are construct protocol units. Are attempting to rewrite and run around your control glyphs. I am going to need you to make me a. It's effectively just Arcana, since you have proficiency and expertise in it, or proficiency in it at least. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check as you continue to battle against the CPU. The DC is based on how many CPUs there are.
Hey.
Oh, and that exactly makes the required check. Because, this is a pretty advanced legendary CPUs here. You gotta have a high DC. But you make it. As the creature stays stunned for another round. Ooh, which might actually be all your party needs at this rate. However, you get a multitasking action, which I probably should ask you if you want, because you could have used it for advantage if you wanted to. What would you like to do?
Punch the blob? Maybe?
I'm
Maybe.
I'm gonna do something weird.
Oh, God.
Since it's Arcana and probably, I'm gonna, yes, sort of punch the blob, but I'm gonna try and punch it, but use message. I want to use my destiny as a thing, try and start communicating with it.
Ballsy.
And throw it off balance and sort of bring it into a mental battle directly with me rather than a physical battle, because I know I'm already getting.
Zormir's
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm already getting
wanna-
hammered.
All right. So as you use a bit of your arcane abilities, and let's say you're using the Arcanite tablet to kind of translate, you manage to basically interject into a messaging protocol within the construct itself. And as you look and see the language of the constructs, you see a very familiar symbology, as this construct is written in the programming language of Arcanite. As just series and walls of arcane glyphs just scroll down. How quickly can you read, Zormir?
Hmm.
Probably pretty fast, right?
As
Yeah.
just flashing down the screen in a never-ending, thousands and thousands of lines of code executing every second.
Mhm.
A little bar pops up at the bottom to allow you to put your input in. What would you like to say to the construct?
Is that please don't shock me again?
Turn off lightning.
All systems shut down.
Shut down stomach protocols. I'd like to have an actual conversation with you.
Okay. You put in the required gifts to convey that message. Go ahead and give me an intelligence persuasion check, and let's see if you can provide a persuasive argument.
Come on, Zormir.
I'm gonna do a contested check here as well.
I'm about to say, Zormir, please make this, otherwise you are probably
I
dead.
don't know flat DC for this.
Persuasion.
Yeah, how convinced? How nice is the Phoenix
Uh,
feeling today?
Oh shit! One second. I also need to check what round it is for no particular reason. Because
Oh yeah.
this is its second to increment that.
It
Okay.
learns. I forgot it's a learning machine.
It does learn. So its intelligence stats are based on stuff. Okay, I actually do have a DC here, based on what round it is.
Oh.
My intelligence is higher than my charisma, so another one on this.
18? Not bad. Probably not good enough, but not bad.
18. As you input your message, and the walls of text still go, kind of your message kind of overlays the walls of text are running in the almost a background screen now. As a backdrop to your messenger window you've opened. A little response pops up in Arcane. With a simple response, illogical.
Yeah. I thought he was just gonna put no. I'm not gonna.
Unfortunately, because of how many rounds it has been already, its DC is higher than 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a good attempt. Would you like to do anything else? Like run the fuck out?
Yep. I'm gonna
Runs
back-
past the point out its mouth.
and how much movement will it require me to get out of it?
You're restrained and prone and everything.
We're gonna say we're gonna say that much. I'll allow you to at least get into the throat with all your movement. However, you are within melee range of the platinum ooze, which is the big decider here.
Yeah,
Are you turning your back on the platinum ooze as you run away? By which I mean, are you provoking opportunity attack? I don't actually care if you run away while facing it.
Yeah.
I will attempt to survive it trying to hit me.
All right, pseudopod attack. Let's go. It has no restrictions. You are technically restrained mechanically while in here. While you fight your way through and crawl your way through. So I'm going to give it advantage because it has the home field of terrain. That is a 23 to hit.
Nope.
Damn, nice. We can't do that as a reaction. That's fine. Okay.
Just as a word as I'm going, and then it tries to hit me. Well, I tried to be nice.
Fair, you do so. You get into its throat and just outside of its stomach, so you're not in any immediate danger, at least not from the stomach. The pseudopod ooze is still going to chase you. Until you're out, it's going to try and vomit you back up. But also, while it is stunned, the creature's mouth is closed and will require a strength check once you reach the mouth, which you can do with your movement next round to try and open, unless one of the party members opens it for you. But Zormir, is that your turn?
Yep.
All right.
Everything I can do.
No, that's fair. Lou Grim. This is a good round. Lou Grim, it is your turn.
Shoot the box. Shoot a box.
I was just going to ask how far these boxes are.
It's on the back of this neck. This doesn't really matter for you, Lou. You've got like a range of 120.
I think if you step slightly
like the only person who doesn't need to be asking. There you go. It's up where Zormir is, like just in the back of the head here. It's like 65 feet away. I guess no. How big is it? Like 20? Yeah, it's like 65 feet away. We'll put Alvina here too. Zormir can be up here in the actual head because it's up its throat now.
Yeah, Alvina's on its head.
Just hanging into his neck. You can one or two of them will probably have full cover by the way shapes and necks work, but you can at least see the edge of one, which is all you require. So you can at least target one. We'll say the far left one. What would you like to do?
Eldritch Blast, but with twinned as well.
Does that work on Eldritch Blast?
No, the same reason. Actually, I looked into this. Well, there's actually some debate about how this works in the forum and also between the designers of the game. So as the DM, I'm going to put it to the party because I only care about consistency. And do remember that any decision you make applies to the enemies as well as you, because I will be throwing more spellcasters to you in the future, so you guys can get some spellcasting loot. Because so far I've only given you martial weapons.
At least I've been one-handed martial weapons. I've been happy.
Can twin spell work for things that do multiple rolls so long as you target the same creature? How would the party like to rule this consistently going forward?
I'd say it makes sense that it would for like the multiple rolls thing. Like say Eldritch Blast, it's like I'm twinning it, so 3 shots into this guy, 3 shots into the other guy. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, but then he'd have to. It's a separate creature.
Well,
I mean,
there's another one of the...
with Eldritch Blast, you don't have to target the same creature anyway.
Yeah.
You also don't with Magic Missile, which is the previous one we've ruled on.
Yeah.
Which is all that matters. But the way twins worked is that it has to be a spell that targets only one creature. So if you were targeting multiple creatures, twin wouldn't be able to work. So
if you're, so I think if it's like a one-on-one or just a thing like this where we're all attacking one creature, I'd be happy with that.
Twin can work on boss creatures. A fair
Well,
one?
not boss creatures, but just like if all the spell targets are just going to one target rather than being like we say multiple targets, I'd be happy with that.
It's going to move Lou to the left because you're going to need to require to target a second box. Okay, so we are ruling that you can twin spell multi-beam weapons effectively, so long as you are targeting only one target with the initial spell and a second target with the twinned spells. That's fine. That is how I will apply it to NPCs and enemies as well.
Yep, it makes just complete sense.
So God help you when I introduce the Gatling guns again.
Pretty much, yeah. But it's like, I'm willing to tank so many shots from this ruling.
I mean, to be fair, you'd probably be the main target anyway. It'd be the second target that has to tank them.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
So if anything, it's put Zormir more in danger.
Yay!
Thanks.
You're welcome.
One more, Lou.
I'm just gonna have to AC up.
Go ahead and give me your first 3 shots. Okay, so the first 2 hit and deal damage to the leftmost box. The third one glances off. If you're twinning it, then you'll need to target the second box, which as you move over, you are able to get enough into your view that cover won't matter. And I'm going to apply the initial damage here, so that's 12. Yeah.
I don't believe cover matters because of spell sniper anyway.
Yeah, unless it's full
that's why I was saying if he gets enough into a corner that he can see it. The problem is the other 2 are on the other side of the neck and just have full cover because necks are curved. But moving to the left, you get to see enough of 2 of them that you can hit them. So Luke, would you like to twin it for the second box?
Yeah.
Then go ahead and make me 3 more Eldritch Blasts and use up your sorcery points, as I will apply damage to the second one here. I'm going to put a little red dot in to note like this is the one that's been attacked. The first shot, unfortunately, as you're you get a little bit cocky and you hit off just as you catch a corner off it, but some strange shifting of the creature as it kind of relaxes forces it to kind of move out of the way. The second shot goes a little bit wide, but the third shot does hit and deals damage. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll put a little red mark on that one as well. All right, so those 2 have been hit. You've used your movement and you've gone over. We move to the Platinum Phoenix turn, which because Zormir made their check last round, is still stunned for this turn.
Nice.
Fuku, it is your turn. What would you like to do? The crowd is going wild, by the way, and Announcer Bot is standing there just stunned. There's just been stunned silence for a full minute.
Yeah.
I don't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. They might actually do it. Our sponsors are in my ear. They were informed that there was very little chance they could do it. What the heck? Oh, I can't repeat that live on air.
Yeah, I can't repeat that live on air. What the dickens?
Seeing Lou targeting these boxes, Can fuck you if he runs it up closer? Can he see any more of them?
I think
Which way are you doing? Left or right? Around the creature.
He's essentially running straight towards it in a minute, like head on.
Head on, no, because it's on its neck,
It's on its neck.
and you're underneath it and looking up at its chin.
Fair enough.
You'd have to strife left or right, kind of be able to see either side of them or get on top of it. Because necks, folks. Yeah, necks. Back of napes.
Okay, then. He's gonna strafe to here, essentially.
Yep. Then you can see the rightmost one.
Rightmost one. Okay. But I can't see the other one though.
No, I'm gonna say angle-wise, you're gonna need to be a little like another 10 feet up or something. To be fair, but the way you were running, if you went the straight diagonal, I'll say you can see the two most right ones.
So yeah, would go to there then, so you could see both of them, and still wind strike.
Yeah. I know what you're aiming for because you get up here with that as well. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So first one, it's at advantage as well because it's prone, isn't it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it was advantage. Neil should have advantage on all of his attacks. Neil, just roll me
4. It's 4, isn't it?
3. Roll me 3 more because only 3 missed. Roll me 3 more Eldritch Blasts.
Whatever. I thought you were gonna get triple 15. I'm not gonna lie.
Apply that extra 5 damage. There you go.
And it was a 24 to hit for me.
24. Ooh, 24 just misses.
Just misses. Okay. And then second target.
Which, damn, Neil, some of these are really high, actually. I can't believe so many hit.
Fuck you, are you using your bless on your attacks?
Oh, I forgot about the bless.
Yeah, fair point.
Which is of vital importance right now because its AC is literally 25. You just make it with a +1.
Yeah.
So, yep. So that would be 33 damage to it.
Nice.
33 force.
So, how would you like to absolutely destroy this junction box?
It's there, and then it just explodes. No one really knows why.
It's just
No one knows why. It's just electrical static now, just emanating from just a cavity in the neck.
Oh,
Yep.
I think he just looks
And
over and
then-
goes. Just looks at her weapons. Looks back at the box. Looks.
And then second junction box
Come on, fuck you, blow it up.
He's probably just
for
feeling it.
21 and a D4. Come on,
4, come on, 4, come on, 4.
Ah, just.
Ah!
I've not got anything else.
Wait a
to
minute,
improve
Abby!
that.
Abby!
Abby, +2.
Yep, if you had Abby's +2, then you get +2 to that. That's a 26.
Yes!
Yes, and that's another 31.
Second box, just absolutely destroyed, wrecked in one hit.
And then, fuck you, essentially, when that one explodes, fuck you, essentially just appears on top of it.
Hey, fuck
And
you, I
then
was wondering why they were blowing up.
Yeah, that me.
Oh, I just realised something.
Then I'm going to give Avina another D10,
Thank you.
and that will be me.
All right, as we before we move to Gwent, announcer box comes back on the air. This is way too high. This is unparalleled. We may, for the first time in years, have ourselves a grand victory over the Platinum Phoenix. It seems the party have taken to a strategy of eliminating the creature's brain, which as a construct, I find highly efficient. Well done.
I've just realised what Alvina's going to try next turn.
Gwent, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, firstly, I'm just going to move forward to here. Can I hear Zormir inside shouting?
Help!
You pretty high perception. Zormir, are you shouting help?
Open the damn mouth, I can imagine.
I tried to be nice.
Okay, so if I can hear him, then he can probably hear me.
If you shout loud enough, sure.
Okay, then we're going to go bonus action, Hero's Inspiration.
Ooh.
So everybody gets a little bit of something who's in 30 foot of me, which is everybody.
Yeah.
Nice.
So everybody rolls a d8 for some temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, sorry, no, that's wrong. Everybody gets 22 temp
Yeah.
hit points.
Oh.
You get a
nice.
d8 for attacks.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's
Right, so that's the bonus action. I'm going to get Celestial Bolt just to attack this leg
you said
twice.
you said the hero dies a D8, right?
Yes.
Cool. I've got it written down as a D10. Don't know why. It's a. I'll
Oh,
I
change
think
it.
if you up level it, then dice increases.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
So it's still prone, still stunned, so
Yeah.
that's one hit. That's two. Oh, 25 to hit the leg.
25 hits, deal damage.
Can I get a plus
So
2 from
that's-
Abby as well?
I know Gwent was
Yeah, still a
outside the
19
radius.
though. That's just a 10 radiant damage on a leg. Right,
It
and
takes it. Also, Abigail's thing only works if you're in the aura when she does the attack. So I'm going to take the aura off just to
Alright.
Yeah.
make it make more sense.
Yeah.
enough. And then for like, how's Alvina looking health wise?
Oh, really fucking bad. I was concerned that I'd have to be using barbarian abilities to be alive if it attacked me again.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast a 3rd level healing word on you for 28.
It's pretty. You just
Nice.
doubled my health for reference of how low I was.
So you've got 22 temp and 28.
And
Please
50
enjoy with my
it-
compliments.
It's great.
And then Gwen is going to get the fuck out of there. Like, I've done my job. I've done my best.
You've done great. Your best is great.
Bye.
All right, we move then to the support round. What would you like to do?
Abby, stab one of the boxes. Can she get up to a box and stab it?
Fortunately, she cannot, just because that would be an obstacle.
That is fair.
It's technically outside her natural abilities.
Yeah, just stab it in the leg, I guess.
Yep, and 2 fair. She can still do the +2 for everyone if she's
Exactly, yeah.
nearby. Still,
No, I was gonna say, is Lucas being nebulous at the moment?
he is, yes.
Could we get Lucas to swap me in for Zormir, but
I
mouth
don't think
closed, can't
yeah,
see.
he can't do it but see it, I think, is the issue we've got for Zormir at the moment.
Yeah, I believe his ability had required sight.
Yeah.
Technically, it doesn't say anything about how far he needs to be away, just as long as the creature's being swapped are within 60 feet of each other.
Oh, okay, I didn't.
Which is kind of cool. I like that.
I thought it was 2 within 60 feet of Lucas.
Yeah, I guess not. It's
I guess not.
it has to be within his line of sight, but they have
Each
to be
other,
60
yeah.
of each other. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so no, there's no like
that's
tactical thing.
because he has nebulous movement, so he can technically be within 60 of anyone.
Yeah.
Yes, we can't like open the mouth a crack and hold this support until we've done that.
Nah.
I mean, I will allow holding a support. That's fine. But to be fair, you have another support coming up for after Alvina on the point anyway, before Zormir's turn.
Also, remember, there's a giant blob in there about to eat Zormir, so do you want to be the target, the giant blob point?
I'm on full health,
Eh,
and
full
also
point.
the only other artifice to hit,
I'm good, it's fine.
so I'm getting out again pretty quickly.
Yeah, fair enough.
And we'll go with Abigail for now. That's a 20. That unfortunately misses. And unfortunately another miss. However, she does do the +2, regardless if she hits or not. Okay then, Alvina, it is now your turn. You can see 2 of the boxes already destroyed. Just electricity sparking from them.
Yeah,
Or lightning sparking
so-
from electricity doesn't exist in Alterra.
So, question: can Alvina manage to line both of them up without lining up any of her allies, say in a 90-foot cone?
If you're
Um,
aiming your cone off
Yes.
that way,
Yeah.
If you get in between the destroyed ones and the real ones, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's easy enough to do.
Alvina is going to bring the hammer down on the 2 remaining ones.
What type of damage was this?
Fire and bludgeoning magical.
I guess it just takes it. Yeah, it's kind of stationary. All right, it takes it.
Yay! That's on both of the boxes, I assume. That's what she's aiming at.
Let's have a look. Yep, your DM can find no problems here. Let's go. How would you like to destroy the final 2 boxes?
She's raising the hammer up and just brings it down, hold on, smash! And just raising her feet off the ground. So it just pushes them in. Also, hilariously, it pushes it back, so I guess the thing gets pushed further into the ground. Because it's got a pushback effect. They just get ripped off in an explosion.
Alrighty then. As you destroy the final 2 CPUs of the thing's brain, it effectively deactivates, becoming just a useless pile of platinum. And with that, I think the only thing we have left to do is technically save Zormir. So who would like to do the honors of jumping down? Oh, no, we'll say the dude use deactivates. It's being controlled by the CPUs as well. Who wants to do the honors of saving Zormir from the mouth? It can be Zormir if Zormir wants to try and open the mouth himself.
Yeah, if you want to open it yourself, Zormir, otherwise Alvina can go out and pry its jaws open.
Still not go near the mouth. That's
I
insane.
assumed you would not be going near them.
I've seen
Done,
enough
not
films. That
dead.
shit ain't dead.
So I'll be trying, but probably not succeeding.
I'm gonna give it.
That's the highest. Well, that's what I got for a strength saving.
Unfortunately, it appears to be a DC 20, given how big the platinum creature is. Just how much
26.
weight is pushing
I mean,
down.
it just rips open.
Zormir, as you attempt to kind of push open the mouth, you realize, oh my god, this is just heavy. There is so much of this creature lying on top of its mouth. Until finally a crack of light peers into the creature, and the muffled sounds of cheering give way to just a roarous ruckus among the 700-foot tall stand of audience participants. As you look around, those with the more perceptive nature notice that the crowd has really filled out since this thing begun. The whole place is practically jam-packed. Some people look like they're still wearing just various business attire, or 1 or 2 people are still in their jammies. As the crowd is thundering down with applause. And you know what? Just for flavor, some fireworks are going to go off.
Hell
You know, they're spectral fireworks. There's no light to them. There's no harm to them. They're just visible. But and audible. But they roar through the sky above you. Ladies and gentlemen, they have done it. They have actually done it. My sponsors wish me to use the phrase "the Mad Lads" have done it.
Question: there was a random kid in like the celebrity box, wasn't there? That Alvina
yes.
saw in the first
Well,
one.
the VIP box. Yes.
Yeah, Alvina's gonna just salute at that kid, like staring him down. 'Cause she can see him.
As you look up, you notice that there is somebody with that child.
Oh, yeah.
A familiar face.
Angry mother.
No, a red-faced, plump, what the fuck was he, a gnome, a halfling? I don't know.
Is it Norman?
Smallish figure.
Norman.
Norman.
It is not. It is the familiar appearance of Cherry Cheeks.
Oh!
He drags the kid back from the viewing point, gives you a glare down, and disappears back into his stand.
Alvina's giggling a bit to herself. She doesn't say anything. She's giggling a bit to herself, but she's just a big grin on her face.
I've completely forgotten who Cherry Cheeks is.
The halfling
It's the
that
guy
we
in
just
the
went,
unicorn.
you know what? I'm not going to bother you. You're not going to bother me. Sound good? And then teleported out.
With the unicorn.
Yeah.
Ah,
He appears to be one of the noble members relating to the faction hood that seems to be benefiting from the illicit black market supply of creatures.
Yeah.
Effectively, he's in the those black market tiger and lion trades
mhm.
for exotic fey creatures.
I guess once the mouse open, I'll roll out and go. Was interesting.
You okay there, Zormir?
I nearly died again.
We noticed.
I mean, that's what happens when we go inside things.
I
Alvina
needed to stop it.
Alvina
from-
reaches down and just puts out a small fire that suns up.
The brain chips were on the outside, you realise?
Yes, but the
Gonna-
control center was inside as well. And there's some weird ooze within that. I needed to stop that from upgrading things.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the point. Why was it spraying on the outside? It's a serious design flaw.
I think they might put it on the inside next time.
What? The DM wasn't planning that for the next upgrade. You're definitely not giving the scientists down at the lab some things to think about.
Maybe cooling. The chips are going to run hot. Being inside might create an explosion. I don't know. There's serious. There's lots of reasons for putting things on outside.
But with that,
Where's my money?
you enjoy the celebration around you. The crowd eventually will quiet down. Announcer Bot does come down into the arena to do a little interview, which the party will have time to think about as he's making his way down. And the DM goes gets more water before he has to do some robot voices. So with that, we're gonna take a first 5-minute break. The party have successfully defeated the Phoenix Platinum.
The Phoenix Platinum. That's the next
JoJo,
fight.
isn't it?
That's the next fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
The superhero Phoenix Platinum.
And we'll be right back because I need a water break.
Hell yeah. That was fucking awesome, guys. Nice
Yeah.
one.
I mean, I didn't expect us to actually take
Neither
the
did
thing
I.
down.
As soon as I realized that they don't have a lot of health, I went, wait a minute, they've got really high AC. How do we kill Zorme usually? Saving throws. I've got my Molten Smash still. Fuck face.
Yeah, I wasn't
Literally
expecting us to get through 2 at a time.
That was my exact thought. Yeah, it's like, they have a lot less health than I expected.
Yeah.
But as soon as fuck
Yeah.
you killed 2 of them, went, oh, we've got this. If anyone watching my stream, they know the moment where I thought of it, went, oh fuck.
Yeah. To be honest,
Saw the light bulb.
it wasn't until like you remember like Abby +2. I thought we was only going to get the one on my turn.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, Abby's just got a +2 or is still up. It's like, oh shit, yeah.
So I was very ready to put myself in the stomach to just keep it stunned.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to stop any upgrading. That's why
Honestly, you did
Yeah.
work.
That's fair.
Those
yeah.
2 stun, we only needed 2 rounds, it turned out.
Yeah. That was the main reason I was like, I gotta dive in this and stop this
Wait,
freaking
8
moving.
you were going to do it and then 8 you.
Yeah. That's why I was ignoring the Iron Golem at that point. 'cause-
By the way, so I have a mental thought. Fuck you.
Go on.
You're going to do an
Yes.
interview and we're going to take you away from the mic, aren't we?
We assume the mic's going to be anywhere near him.
No, I assume he's going to start doing an interview. One of us is going to notice and we're just going to go, nope.
Nope.
There are kids
Can't
here.
hear this.
There are kids in this audience.
So, what's your name? Fuck you! What?
So you're the one person I didn't
I just
introduce by
asked.
name.
Yeah. You went the goblin, didn't you?
Yeah, the goblin whose name I cannot say with friendly audience.
You can call me
Gonna walk
FK.
away.
Come on, FK.
Goblin with no
Actually,
name.
yeah, if he's coming down, I'm just going to go, don't say your name, say a moniker for this one.
Monica.
Yeah,
Right.
say your name is Monica.
Goblin.
Damn you stealing my jokes.
the Goblin Lampshade.
Go.
I am known as El Lampshade.
Lampshade or...
Lamp.
El
No,
Lampo.
that's a different member of our group, the Lampshade.
Yeah, it's going to be
When
a
the
different
point
person.
dies, the
definitely.
lampshade comes in.
No doubt.
But yeah, so we actually, honestly, this fight did actually a really damn good job for us as well. Like, we know a lot more gaps in our, like, arsenal
Yeah.
than we previously did. So this is really useful.
Because
Now that
most
Abby's
things that
got
we've
bloodlust.
most things that we've fought so far have been some kind of creature. We've not really come across many constructs so far.
But they might start becoming a thing, because thinking about it, the other factions, they genuinely might be a thing. Like, we've not fought much of the Celestials, but there's not a terrible shout that they'll have constructs.
Yeah.
The, what's it
So
called?
Fuck You has fought a celestial construct when he was trapped in the mirror.
Yeah,
Gwent has
Oh,
a
yeah.
celestial construct.
yeah.
Exactly.
So they
Normal
also
thing.
might be immune to psychic. What's it called? The Empire or the
Psionic
Federation. They just might be immune to psychic. Just
Yeah.
out end of.
They just are psychic.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
the
they might be.
aberrations.
Yeah. But
Players
the,
and beholders.
it probably worked great on the monarchy still. But still probably decent against the monarchy.
Mhm.
But then we have to make sure that we're counting their element.
Yeah, because the monarchy's going to hit us with other shit.
Dragons and giants, let's go.
Hell yeah. Dragons, giants, elementals, oh my.
That's why we need a few giants and dragons of our own.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
I was actually-
we've got like a week, and then we've got some
Yeah.
dragons.
And we've
I
got
was
this-
actually looking through fuck you
popular.
spells. He doesn't get many attack spells actually. So
Yeah, Bard's mostly support.
Yeah, how Bard gets their attack spells is using the like get spells from other classes.
yeah, magical secret stuff.
Oh, by base, beholders and mind flayers don't have resistances to just like anything.
Yeah,
That's a bit-
Ridiculous. Mine are.
yeah. It's also because beholders a lot of the time don't need resistance too much because they're kind of glass cannons.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn off the magic off in this area.
I'm going
and
to turn
hit
your
you with
magic off
every
and then
beam.
laser beam everything else.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need many resistance.
Magic off, laser beams on.
And your base mind flayer is actually surprisingly low, like tier of monster. So-
Yeah. Also specters potentially. The way Alterra's ethereal realm or ghosts work is that they're psionic imprints on the ethereal realm.
Oh, that's
So-
good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, so low-end ghosts tend to be easily disrupted by fluctuations in powerful psionics, so they tend to be vulnerable to it. But the higher up the ghost, the more like almost poltergeisty or pronounced they are.
Yeah.
They might have stabilized enough that they actually flip to getting resistances to psionic,
That makes sense.
because they're less likely to be destabilized by psychic energy.
So yeah.
So there are a couple things.
Undead and constructs, the classic, doesn't care about psychic things, so good to know.
Yeah, specifically ghosts and dead, though.
Yeah. That's
Because
convenient.
of the
like,
flavor of those.
yeah, see, like your zombies can be hurt by psychic still.
If they can by base, yes. I actually don't know if zombies.
I don't know if they can by
To be
base.
fair, D&D doesn't tend to have a lot of resistances. It's the one thing I dislike about D&D's monster stat blocks, other than they kind of just attack and they don't have more unique abilities, which they are getting better at with latest monsters.
It's like like in old editions and like in Pathfinder and things, undead are basically just immune to psychic because it doesn't have a functional brain in the first place. So how can
Yeah,
you
it
psychic
looks like
it?
it looks like zombies 5e don't have anything other than poison, so you're good for like physical undead.
Is they've got the weird really hard to kill bit, don't they? That's their gimmick in 5e.
Yeah, you need a bit of like radiant damage or crit to put them under. Yeah, and neither do vampires. Vampires have necrotic. So yeah, physical undead tend to have necrotic unless they're energy vampires because they gotta bore you to death.
Yeah.
It's Colin Robinson.
That's what Norman is.
No, he's just a lawyer.
It's not even technically a lawyer, he's a bureaucrat.
Same thing. Neither one have souls.
All right, where were we? So as the party enjoy their moment in the spotlight, and they're able to chat and converse with each other, just I don't know, maybe wondering what the hell's gonna happen next. Where's your money? All that sort of stuff. Eventually, announcer bot 2. Whatever the hell I made him. I think he's 5.
2.5.
Possibly 2.6 now he's learned.
Enters into the arena with what looks to be almost a gaggle of bureaucrats in his wake.
Oh god.
You can see Norman there amongst them, leading the charge.
Hey, I know these people. Here's what he's going now.
He's a friend from work.
No, I'm gonna take that back. Actually, I realize Norman is restricted to the docks. His power only extends to the dock administration. Norman lookalikes.
Oh god, there's more of them. They're all clone. All bureaucrats just look like
I was going to
normal.
say, is it just one massive family that all went into
Yeah.
bureaucracy?
It's a
Family.
held on tradition. There's just one black sheep child who never went into the bureaucracy and is like a rock star or something. They despise him.
Yeah,
Point, you've got your rival.
ostracized.
Yep.
Your point's got his
Have
rival.
have you seen the latest Hearthstone expansion?
No, I don't play Hearthstone. I've played Hearthstone
Yeah.
for years.
So, in it, one of the new legendary characters is, what if Millhouse Manorstorm was a DJ?
Hell yes!
Which is
I refuse to
a,
play it.
a gnome DJ.
No DJ, hell yes.
But announcer bot comes up to you with just his microphone clip on. I don't know why he needs a clip on his construct and just have it built into him, but no, apparently he really likes the fashion of a clip on microphone.
It's actually built in, but it looks like a clip-on.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. He's just built-in microphone. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, an introduction to our new legendary champions of the... God, I should have gotten the name, it's in my nose. What's
Something
the-
Colosseum. I can't remember the
Misfits.
full one. No, wait a
Gauntless
minute.
Rise.
The new champion of the Gauntlets Rise Ultimate Extreme Platinum Challenge. Now, we will take you backstage in a moment to sign the necessary contract and haggle, be able to
No, no haggling.
That's
Yeah.
it.
haggle for them. Now, you could have the 10,000, or we can distribute it as a distributed payment plan over the next 12 months, and you wouldn't have to pay any tax on it.
We're not citizens, we don't have to pay tax anyway.
Then the noise echoes around the arena of Alvida's knuckles cracking.
And you will deal with the Murex later this evening, and they will arrange for the transfer of payment. But before then, the crowd wishes to know who are our new champion. We already had a small introduction thanks to my wonderful co-announcer, The Point. The Point, I see you jumped into the battle. Well done.
Well, thank you, announcer bot. It is an honor, but I
It
would have
seems a little
loved.
biased, but very well.
I would have loved to keep commentating with you, but we're a team, and without even part of us, well, I don't think we would have stood a chance.
Yep, I get
Very,
a pat on
very
the back.
understandable. If you wouldn't mind, may we go around each of the contestants and get a small word about how are you feeling now that you defeated it? Was there any strategy you had when you came into the arena? Is there anything you would like to say to your new fans in the audience? Who would like to begin?
Well, I'll begin. I will start by saying, if you enjoyed the show tonight, then please come along tomorrow for the Battle of the Bands, where the Point and the Vertices will be playing live.
Alvida finger guns the audience.
Apparently that's what we're called now, the Point and the Vertices.
We needed a band name for a few of us, didn't we? We said that. So...
Yeah, quick check there. 2 days time you mentioned.
2 days
2
time.
days.
It's the free rise, which is tomorrow.
Yes.
Free
And rehearsals
rides.
tomorrow.
Free rise is either the climbing obstacle course, Battle of the Bands in 2 days for the battle, the musical version.
Mhm.
Although I might change that to just hovering like elimination King of the Hill style. Ooh, I like King. Oh, I'm
King
changing
of the
that
Hill.
actually.
King of the Hill's great.
Okay.
Battle of Bands, King of the Hill. The like microphones up on the hill.
Yep.
Or just like the amps.
It's a
Sorry,
list.
sorry.
It's a mountain of amps.
Yeah, I got sidetracked. You were saying the point.
Oh, we'll be back tomorrow,
Day after tomorrow.
day after tomorrow. Come along and
We immediately ran out.
You'll be back tomorrow as well. Apparently, you're here to just take the championship by storm.
Actually, we might be back tomorrow. Isn't
until
the
then, I'll be
isn't,
signing autographs just
isn't-
outside later.
isn't the athletics contest tomorrow? Actually.
Yeah, the free rise is tomorrow, which is what you wanted.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna be back
Um,
tomorrow.
So Alvina and whoever else wants to be in will be in tomorrow, and then the Point and whoever is accompanying the band will be in 2 days
Avina again is one of.
for a 3-day extravaganza of the little bad guys.
And I will let the rest of my team speak for themselves. But before an output goes, I will just tap them on the shoulder, point at "fuck you," and just make a "don't" motion.
No. Alvina whispers, "Wait, no, we sorted it. They're called Monica."
I just shrug and step back.
Okay.
Thank you for that. The point. Who would like to go next for a few words for our audience?
Alvina will step up.
Fuck you runs up.
Oh,
Just
fuck
grabs
you.
the mic out.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
I-
no.
My name is Monica, and and today we have bested the best thing that you have. We are the best. Give me my money.
Don't give him all the money. I need some of
Money!
it as well.
Give me the money.
I move.
Yes, our,
Money,
our-
please.
Our bureaucrats will take care of that later.
Right
I pick
No,
him up
now,
and
give me the
move-
money.
I pick him up and move him away from the microphone.
Yes. Who is next?
I'll go. After I've handed off fucking someone else possibly to stop them like attacking the announcer, but I'll go next.
Fuck you is just wriggling.
Money. Give me the money.
Money. Howdy, Gauntlets Rise!
Oh yeah.
I'm Alvina Alamo. The point already said the rest of my tale, so I'm not going through it again. My strategy was hit it real hard, and I think we did a good job. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to do in the... what was the name of the contest again? The athletics chest?
The free rise.
I'm going to participate in the free rise tomorrow, so do show up! Love you, Gauntlets Rise. That's all she says.
Wonderful, short. Apparently, we are in for a 3-day triathlon spectacular as the... remind me of the name of your group.
Apparently, those bad guys.
Little bad.
Yeah, the announcer goes to like announce it, then it kind of turns back. Are you sure about that? You sure that's what you want? Are you sure that's what you want to go with?
No, we registered as misfits.
Yep.
Yeah, the
This is-
Misfits and the rest of the
Yep.
party.
Okay, that sounds a bit better than bad guys.
The
So
Misfits.
the
Who came
little
up with that
misfits-
title?
Probably me.
Probably.
Alvina
You
does
stop
remember.
coming up with titles then.
Alvina remembers who.
Remember to buy your new merchandise and pictures of the championship at the front desk. And tune in, come back tomorrow and the day after for what is sure to be a spectacular endeavor. Who would like to go next?
Put Slew to the front.
Shove the cultist to the front.
Go on.
Stumbles forward and it's like.
Oh, this is a rare treat.
Blue Grams.
One of the very rare tiefling races.
Where do you think
Yes,
you're
what would
going?
you like to say?
Quent's escaping.
Come back here.
Who was restraining? Fuck you.
I don't know. I
Wait,
think
but now.
yeah, it's been
You know,
handed
no.
off to someone else.
It'll be Point Bot just holding you back.
Because fuck you is just trying to get to the bureaucrats now, just to get his money.
Yeah.
We'll just pick you up and hold you in the air.
Oh, that's 100% what Alvina did, and he's handed him off like a freaking child.
He's literally just doing like the swinging arms, kicking.
Yeah.
Just
All right, Lou, what would you like to say?
It's a team event. I want to thank everybody for coming here. Team event. We all had our strengths and weaknesses and knew what we to do.
I'll be
But
handing out pamphlets later
Not
on.
die.
I'll give you some and then.
Join my cult. Join my cult.
John Michael.
No, Carl.
Join his
Organization that
Well, thank you very much for that
Helps,
rare introduction
helpless.
and interview with a rare tiefling species. Thank you very much.
Alvina's
Who
gonna,
is
You're
next?
welcome.
if Zoe's not moving forward, Alvina's gonna nudge Abby and go, come on.
Yes. Go forward. Tell them a
Um,
bit about yourself.
Hi. I'm just what can I say? I'm just a rebellion girl caught up in the chaos of the world. Support your
Just
local rebellion.
Rebellion girl, caught up in
In a
the...
rebellion world.
I hope you'll support us as we plan on doing a lot of cool things in the future. and hopefully make some progress in the rebellion's goals to bring a safer world. You know. She bows out, her cheeks ablaze.
Yeah.
Grabby.
Woo, woo, woo!
Someone find
The
Went.
crowd goes wild at the sound of the rebellion because they love that shit.
Yeah. Abby gets a hug from Abby. Nice one.
And I believe there is.
World peace.
It looks to be only two more of you. Wasn't there a third person? Wasn't there a centaur?
They're a bit camera shy.
A master of stealth there, where you least expect it.
Yep.
Back at home.
They go exactly where they need to at any given moment.
In the toilets.
If
Closed.
Zormir doesn't go forward, Lucas just grabs the mic, just puffs a bit of smoke into the microphone. Hey, that shit was actually pretty good. You should let us know when you finally get this hunk of junk, in better shape.
Oh,
Maybe don't put the brain on the outside, you dumbasses.
Wow.
There's just cricket silence.
I mean, that was a stupid idea.
One person just calls it. Boo! Oh shit!
Just pat Lucas on the shoulder and pull him back.
Alvina goes for you. He's not booing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got applause.
You're last up since Gwen's vanished.
Hello, I'm Dr. Zormir Oscar. I am an artificer, and I love to show off my skills along with the rest of my teammates here. In artificery, you saw me stop the thing in its tracks, and they finish it off. I'd love to explore some more artificery with some willing participants as well. I don't know what else to say. We're a venturous group and looking for more allies.
Alvina is pulling Zormir back before we get sued.
Stop it.
Oh, that is interesting. Dr. Zormir, was it? Are you proposing that you are starting a new organization to educate those in artificery?
Yes, it seems to be lost, and I'd like to bring it back.
And how do you propose? What are your plans to deal with any imposing resistance from the Organics faction?
Organics faction?
Yes, the coalition that has heavily lobbied the rebellion to restrict access to artificery with the philosophy that artificery is the root of all evil.
Wow!
Well, that's fucking dumb.
Well,
you saw what I done with artificery. I shut down your damn machine, and it
I'll
ended up crashing the floor.
I'll have a chat with them. It'll all be sorted out.
Yeah, that'll be
If applied in the right way. Get off him! Stop it!
Picking up Zormir and moving them back.
We will listen to their concerns and pursue what Zormir here refers to as artificery in a sustainable and healthy fashion.
Exactly!
What a forward-thinking message. Pointerbot just kind of moves his microphone away from his mouth. But if you want my opinion, they're all batshit crazy. As one of the few constructs in the city, they're racist fucks. Don't listen to them. Destroy them if you can.
Alvina makes no normal movement, just winks.
Yeah, he puts his microphone back. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Interviews with our esteemed new champions. As we mentioned, you can get new Little Misfit merchandise out on the stalls per the waiver the champion signed on their entry.
Mm-hmm.
And tune in. I don't know why I keep saying tune in, as this is television. Return tomorrow and the day after for the magnificent exploits of the Little Misfits.
Hell yeah. Just
thank you, announcements, and good night.
Good night.
It's probably like 2 p.m., but you know.
Give me.
Good day!
Now, if you would like to go with the bureaucrats, they will sort out your money. I need to do exit procedure and just make sure the crowd leaves in an ordinary fashion. We have vastly exceeded fire safety.
Alvina?
Yep.
Need some money for upgrades on the
Alvina,
ship.
what?
They just said fire safety.
Oh, I thought you said punch him! I thought you said punch him! I was like, wait, what?
No.
I literally thought you said, Alvina, punch him. I went, what? Why?
Do it. Do it.
By the phrase fire safety.
Alright, no.
But one of the Norman clones comes up to you, which is what we're calling them now. They're not actually Norman clones, but flavor-wise, they're going to be called
They're
Norman clones.
gnomes without a G.
Comes up to you and kind of points you towards the kind of exit, one of the exit gates to the main central arena. If you would like to come with us, the head administrator will see you now for contract negotiations.
Gotcha.
Okay, Gwent, where are you? I need some healing.
Oh yeah, Alvina's just gonna bellow, Quinn, get down here! We're about to be paid!
I give Zormir a paracetamol and have just you jumped in. It's your own fault. You jumped in.
Yeah.
Well, I needed to stop it from spitting up more upgrade juice on everything.
It's why we are walking out, by the way.
Okay.
This is...
Upgrade juice is disgusting. I hit you with 45 healing. Don't call it upgrade juice again.
Just don't do that again.
And I'll give you an extra 7 on top of that.
How much was it from Gwent?
45.
45. And
Reference, Alvina is still bloodied. So,
so it's fuck you.
yeah, we had a great time. Alvina's grinning her ass off, though. She's like, that was one hell of a way to get rid of the calories.
Oh shit, yeah. What did the thing meant to do again?
It gave us 10 hit points, and it was a...
12 HP
D8.
advantage on being frightened.
Yeah, that was it until long rest.
Advantage on saves.
Honestly,
against being frightened.
it did matter. It did help a lot.
Yeah, the temp help hit points helped.
Yeah. So can't complain at all. It was good. So yeah, we are happily walking out. Is Gwent actually following us, or did you just run down, give Zolmir a pep, and then leave?
Nah, following as well now. Now the camera's gone.
Yeah, it's like we had to go, hey, Gwent, get your ass. By the way, Alvina Prawn bellowed it while we were in the arena still. Like...
Yeah. I imagine, in my head, there is a Jumbotron somewhere.
Oh yeah. There'll probably be arcane screens floating at every level, kind of
Yeah.
like several jumbotrons floating up with just arcane eyes watching you.
Gwen, why are you so worried about people seeing you? Right now. Like in the rebellion.
They're allowed to.
I'm an escaped slave. People can sell me.
Nah, they can't.
Can we?
For the rebellion? They're
No.
not going to give you up.
Like, I'm just going to point to the crowd. You think everybody here's a good person?
No.
You think
And then I'm
we're
going to
good
point to
people?
fuck you.
Yeah, but none of us are good people.
Rebellion then.
No. Yes.
You'll be fine.
Fair
But I
enough.
get it. No everyone has to be on the camera.
Why did no one tell me we could sell Gwent?
We can't. That's why.
No.
You can sell yourself if you want to, but we're not selling Gwent.
Yeah.
So we need some way to hide you from every camera in existence then.
No, we don't. We just
Oh,
need
you
you not to get in too close and no interviews, right?
Like, this is why I'm constantly wearing my hood up. It's not because I like the vibe of a hood up.
I'm not
I
gonna
look like a
lie,
pervert.
I thought you liked the vibe of the hood up. I'm gonna be honest.
I knew someone that had a necklace that stopped people finding them.
Oh. We need to get you one.
I
Oh.
can't remember what it's called, though.
Well, if I can figure out
Fred?
what all the Arcanites do, I can maybe make something.
Alvin asks, fuck you. Was it named Fred?
No, I mean the name of the item, not the person.
Oh. That could also have been named Fred.
I mean, yeah, it could have called the item Fred.
Yeah.
Iron Fred.
Yep.
Yeah, Fred's marvelous necklace.
Yeah.
Fred's marvelous necklace of non-findy.
Non-findiness.
Iron
Yeah.
Fred sounds something like the
I've got a I've got a scry-proof box, but
Ooh.
that kind of
If we
requires you to
put-
live in a box.
Wait, no, if we put the box
I'm not
on...
getting in another box.
No, what if we take the scry-proof box and put it on Gwent's head?
Yeah,
We
That
can
won't
get some
work
eye holes in it. Why wouldn't it?
because it's a box.
And?
yeah, it goes on his head.
Yeah,
That's
puts
where
on
your
the head.
brain is.
It seems
Why
perfect
you
to
see
me.
his
Not getting in
face?
the box.
No, we're not getting in a box.
Oh.
We're putting a box on your head like a hat.
Oh,
Do you
Alvina,
think that's
Ma-
better?
Yes.
magic of the item only protects the item itself. It isn't transmitted to the person.
Well, here's
So you
the
can't
thing.
put it on the head.
Well, here's the thing. It's if the head is in the box, then everything from the neck down can still be seen, but not the head, and that's the key point.
And they need somehow to breathe.
Yeah, so put some holes in it.
And then they can see in the holes that you've made.
Yeah,
and
it's
there's
only skyproof.
What do you think those holes are going to be?
intact. It needs to be intact to be able to be scry-proof.
Well, it is intact. We just design it with holes in mind.
God, this is like talking to brick wall.
Yes, it is.
Also,
We
not
will.
for nothing, I've been put in a box before as a punishment. I don't want to wear it as a fashion accessory.
That's fair
Yeah,
enough.
even more reason. We will not.
Now, that's the only good reason I've heard so far.
Like, regardless of how many holes you put in it, generally speaking, the more holes, the more scorpions get dropped in.
Ooh. Good to know.
Is that?
Fair
Oh,
enough.
now I know why
I
you.
mean, it's going to be looking for scorpions in boxes now.
Oh, fuck you's already writing this down.
Yeah.
Scorpion boxes.
Yeah, bro,
Now I know
write
why
that
you
down.
wanted
Scorpions.
the biggest room. Then why
I'll
you
be-
stay in? That's why you stay in there all the time rather than have your own personal room, isn't it?
They do have a personal room.
It's safe, and my door is bigger, Clara Alvina. And more locks.
It's fine, your wall's not.
My wall's not.
You stop breaking my damn ship. Gwen, we'll do everything to reinforce the med bay for you.
The
It's like I'm
med
gonna
bay.
keep on doing this.
And we can see about finding some magic items to
Yeah.
help.
That part we will be.
I know what we can do. We can scry-proof the med bay if we upgrade the walls.
Ooh, good
Oh
call.
yes, that's a good idea.
Fuck you's disappeared.
I'm sure we won't get lead poisoning.
Wait,
Oh
wait,
no,
wait.
where's the
The little shit's gone again.
It's
Oh,
fine.
you
Just
hear in the
jangle, jangle some coins.
I was going to say, all you hear in the distance is, my money!
And he's gone.
All right. Speaking of which, you arrive in the back rooms of the Colosseum.
Oh, God, we're in the back rooms.
No, we don't want to be in the back rooms.
As the army of bureaucrats kind of spreads out throughout the room, and standing opposite an iron oak coffee table, looking in a mirror, turning to look at you as you enter, is a tall, lean warforged with these small binoculars, kind of just resting on the tip of his nose. The small, like little reading fancy binoculars.
Yeah.
what
Opera
appears-
specs.
Warforge has a nose.
Like opera specs. He can.
Yeah,
They
you
can
can.
build
Yeah.
those.
Okay.
Well,
He is
what's gonna like
wearing
anything?
a what appears to be almost steampunk fashion styled waistcoat with
Yeah.
a little kind of pocket watch with a chain dangling from the breast pocket, and what appears to be almost like a series of abacuses kind of built along his arm. Small miniature versions, but there seems to almost be his hand is kind of a series of like metal bars with various like abacus beads running down his arm. So you
you
are
saying
the
then?
champions.
Apparently, that's what you're
You could
calling
say
us.
that, yes.
Yeah.
Welcome. I am known affectionately as the Administrator. I assist the Dark Feathers in the financial running of the rebellion. Please, take a seat.
Sure.
Oh. So this is past we need to talk about running
Alvina
helping
sits
us
down.
running stables.
I handle many such administrative tasks between the various factions. The prize money for this one has been put up by several prominent noble families of importance in rebellion history, as well as the Golden Heart faction of paladins and warriors. as well as a small stipulant from the Dark Feathers as well. The provision of entertainment to the citizens is a fruitful endeavor that results in less friction in the running of society. We thank you for participating in that function.
Oh, happy to. It was a lot of fun.
Money, 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 money,
Yes.
money, 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 money,
I put my hand on
I
I put my hand on
Fuck
Fucky's
you.
head so they stop bouncing.
Yes, I concur with the little one. Let us dispense with this pleasantry talk. It is quite sickly and has overstayed its welcome. Now, let's get down to contract negotiations. You have been, as a group, awarded a 10,000 gold or 1,000 platinum of your choice reward. How you would like to distribute that, I am here to facilitate.
Plus the gold level.
10,000 gold. That could be arranged.
No. That, the platinum level plus the gold level. Because we did that first.
Oh, we did technically sign up for that as well.
Yeah.
If that's all right.
That could be arranged.
Mhm.
How would you like to distribute the 10,111 gold between the parties participant in the fight? We have a record of duration, damage dealt, and what we believe is a subjective interpretation of those who provided the most significance to the fight. Although that metric we would ill advise, as that is a difficult analysis to conduct, and a lot of party members, or a lot of parties, have expressed discontent with the analysis. Or we can split it equally, or assign it to one member of the group.
I mean, just give me
Whatever
that
you
money.
wish.
Put him into
Give me my
Give it
money.
to Zormir.
Give me
No,
my
don't
money.
don't give it to Zomi.
Give me the money.
Give it to Zormir
Give
for
me
the
the money.
ship.
Give me the money. Give me the money.
Give it to someone else
Give me
to
the money.
keep an eye on
Give
the
me the
ship.
money. Give me the money.
We also
Give me
have
the money.
several
the
additional
money.
options in
Give me the
terms
money.
of payment plans if you would like it distributed out over a series of time, as well as connections with the various banking organizations throughout the
Money.
nest if you would like it deposited into a particular checking account.
Oh,
Oh,
Money.
we need
Fine.
I think we
we
should.
need to pay for a stable, so we need money here.
Money. No.
I think we should just
Give me the
distribute
coins.
it. I
Give
think
me
we
the
should
money.
distribute it
Give
evenly.
him some of the money.
Distribute
so
it
he'll
evenly
shut
so
up.
he shuts up.
Give me the money.
Just do
Give me
it.
the
Distribute it evenly. We can
Give me the
sort it
money.
out later if we how the
Yeah, we,
minutia
those
goes.
of us who are fuck you can then just pull it back up again.
Exactly. That's my thought. It's just easier.
So you would like it distributed among all 8 of you, is that correct?
Hang on.
Hey,
1, 2, 3,
Point
4,
bot is
5,
still
6,
here.
7, 8. No,
Point-
no, that doesn't include point bot. That's Lucas and Abigail.
Oh, I'm fine with Abigail getting the amount. She
So does-
damn well pulled her weight. She earned
Yeah,
it.
I'm fine
Lucas just watches as like half of you turn towards him. What?
He helped, so I'm
I'm
fine
fine with it as well.
I do not need your pity, gold.
Good.
Puh.
Not
I'm
theirs.
from
Then.
the million. Do you think we use gold?
I don't care.
What do you use?
Quite frankly, I don't know much about your damn
Never really
Yeah,
don't know what you use.
The only material that matters, the dream kind.
Yeah, I'll be. She went good. Not them.
The basic shit to consider, like survival, not like this pudgy, fat-strewn society. Look at you, held up in a cave. I bet most of you don't even go out fighting. Not you, the party. I meant
I'm about to
the
say, wow.
citizens.
So you literally just saw us come.
Yes, and that was actually not too bad. I will give you credit where credit is due. I mean, it was a weaker monster than I'm used to, but you fared okay. You have to start with baby steps. But did you see some of the fat ones in the audience? Poor, disgraceful. You would never get away with that sort of chubbiness or ineffectiveness. I bet half of them have spent their entire lives here, hidden, secluded.
And this is why we are not giving Lucas any money.
I've been just like, I've never understood how you get fat. Like it's never. I've never understood the concept.
You sit in your ass and you do not contribute. Where I come from, the White Rebellion, everyone contributes. Here,
Oh, please don't call it that.
Oh no!
Somebody's triggered.
I thought it was the light.
The
I thought it was the
Rebellion.
light. Yeah.
It's like,
But yeah,
I know you're
mean,
here to.
but yeah, not Lucas. Everyone else splits it now.
I mean, now that you're against it, though, what can I do with this goat?
Nothing. Give me
Nice.
the
You
money.
don't want it.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Give me the money. Give me the
Yeah,
money.
I
give me
say
the money.
we have gone split it evenly between the members, and Abby can have her share as well, which I think we've all like gone. Yes, she damn well earned it in that fight.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
don't argue. She damn well earned that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I was in the stomach at the point when she killed two of them or not.
She killed
It's
two
done
golems,
nothing
set up two
since
more.
Zormir.
She set up two golem to be destroyed. She helped out the fuck you get the 2 kills on those half of the robots.
Yeah.
And she helped out Alvina with a few bits. She did really well this fight.
Yeah.
She has earned that
Oh.
money.
The Aurora, you know?
Okay, Abigail, you're definitely coming on the front lines more with us then.
She always comes on the front lines with us.
Yeah, Zormir,
Wait,
I've always
did we ever leave you on?
No!
No, we've never left you behind any time,
Yeah.
other than you leaving for the.
Yeah, Alvina, Abby went to go and see family. It was the only time she wasn't
Yeah.
with us immediately. Abby's
Oh,
amazing.
Which again,
Right.
my family has a farm. It's a little decrepit, but like that's what I was going to talk to you about later.
Oh.
Ah.
Lovely.
You want to punt some of your money towards the farm?
Well,
Yeah,
no, Alvina's looking for a farm.
Over the stables.
What were you looking for?
I have
Well,
I have a farm for animals. That's
Yeah.
Oh, for animals.
I-
But
I
don't
kind of-
encourage
I-
it.
I kind of assumed when I got back that Alvina's stables would have gotten bigger and that Zormir wouldn't want all those animals on the ship. So I assumed we needed a long-term plan. So I thought I'd arrange that.
Yeah, Abby,
Oh.
Alvina literally
And
picks
that's
her
why
up.
you're the brains of the party.
Alvina literally hugs Abby and picks her off the ground. Yay!
Ah,
Okay.
Thank you.
If you are done with this pleasantry,
Yes.
so to clarify, you wish to split the rounded 10,000 gold between 7 individuals. Is that
Give me
correct?
the extra. Give me the extra. Give me the extra.
No.
Give me the extra.
I mean, yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Administrator. No, fuck you.
And would you like to contribute a share of your winnings
No,
to the
mine.
rebellion effort?
Give me the money. Give me the money.
Um,
My money.
I look at
I
the point. I look at the point. It's like
They're gonna take most of it.
So I
No,
think
no, we
contributing
would-
to us is contributing to the rebellion effort, given we've got that meeting this afternoon.
true, but
It would help with the repairs of the circuitry you destroyed, of the
Hmm.
very, very expensive control chips.
Somewhere destroyed the
They're gonna take
circuitry.
all of it. They're gonna take all of it.
I'll discuss
would
this with you
be-
later.
yeah, look, the
A
point.
small eighth.
Me and the point will help
It would
with
help
the
round out the
reconstruction.
number.
At the point in
And
the point in
May earn you some renown with the
Emblems.
I'm literally,
with the oh god, I don't think I actually given these guys.
you did. You
with
did.
with the feather ink.
Yeah.
Who will have to replace those chips at great expense to their own. I'm sure it may even provide
Sounds
you
like
an
their kind of-
invite.
Yeah, I'm definitely patting the point and Zormir on the
Yeah.
each of the shoulders, which is a significant height difference, and they're just patting him and going, these two will sort that out.
I will
Move them
discuss
forward.
how much
Yeah.
that would be, and it can come out of my share. Provided it isn't the entire share.
Brad's not the old shit.
Let's see. If you put all the damages together, then I'm sure the Feather Ink would appreciate a generous donation of 1,250 gold.
That's
How much is it split? One moment.
Yes,
One
how
moment.
much
10,000.
is
How
it?
much is the total again?
10,000.
Including the gold.
10,150.
Oh,
10,000.
god damn it, I forgot to calculate.
10,000.
10,150 divided by 7
50 divided by
is 1450 each. So that would be
yeah,
pretty much the
1,450
entire.
each. Oh yeah, we got 1 extras. Fuck you. You can have the 1 gold extras. The on top.
One extra gold.
Well,
compared
literally, it was
to-
1,451. It was 10,151 gold. So yeah, you can have the 1. But yeah, if it's that, then because Zormir and Point really want to do stuff with these people, I imagine, right? Because you're the
Yeah,
officers. Why don't you
I
just
just want to upgrade Point Bot.
cut the amount that they are requesting halve it between you two, and then you two get like the real special treatment from them, where the rest of us don't really care that much. Honestly.
How much is it for the split?
It was 1,250. You said, Chris?
The DMs changing like a lot of maths. I forgot about the extra 100, so I was literally just gonna take an 8th off to make it round number for
Oh,
convenience.
for 7th. Okay.
Yep, 7 creates an ugly number. But I also, with the extra 111, I have to change track anyway. So
10,150 divides into 7 nicely.
It actually does. Yeah, that's what I'm meaning. It's 1,450 gold each. In that way.
wait, how much?
1,450 gold each is 10,150 divided by 7.
Oh, it is 50. I was adding 10. I'm missing 40 from my calculation. That's why.
Yeah. And we had like a 1, which I'm assuming is like we get our entrance fee back or something like that.
You know what? No, that works out. That's a nice round number.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're just gonna reckon that away.
Alright.
So you would like it split between 1,450 between the 7 of you. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
Correct, yes.
Money.
For our services to help fix.
These two are experts.
Well, at least I will. I assume Zormir wants to.
Zormir, of course Zormir wants to. It's Zormir.
I will pass the message along to the feathers. I have no doubt that they will want to consult you and have feedback to go over the results. After all, the results were being transmitted to them. There are several representatives in the audience who watched. I've heard they have already considered redesigning the placement of the control chips. They assumed on the nape would be difficult to target, and it allowed for easy access to changing them in and out. It seems this oversight of convenience, though, is too much of a design flaw. I've also been told that they have ideas to improve the wing weapon attacks.
Actually.
I mean, yeah. If you want to keep the ease of access, maybe just put them
in its neck all the way down.
So, or just put them different places over the body so we can't AoE them.
Oh, okay, all 4 at once. Albina with a good hit could have hit genuinely all 4 at once.
I will pass along the guidance. I have no doubt they will want to speak to you in person at a future date, but please, I would advise giving them time, so they may, as the Noid say, tend to the salt in their wounds.
Yes, it's never good when someone proves your machine's not as good as they think it is.
Now, remind me, did each of you want that in gold, or did any of you want it in platinum coinage?
Platinum, please.
Yeah, platinum.
I'll have it. I'll ask for it in plat as well, because then I don't have to change my gold piece number, which is always.
I want mining copper.
Oh no! Ignore that! Ignore that!
No.
Copper is not an option.
I'm not gonna lie, fuck you. You would be dead under the weight of that copper.
I know, it'd probably just fill up his bag of holding.
No, it's several tons in copper.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a shit ton of copper.
The administrator kind of looks between the party, arguing, some of you laughing. I do not understand. Did you want it in copper or not?
No.
He was
doesn't.
just joking.
Yeah. Platinum, please.
To be honest,
yes.
I wanted to do it to see if you would actually do it.
Escaped me. It can be arranged.
Platinum, please.
Tempting. No.
Please.
You can get it changed later if you want to.
But at a fee, most currency exchanges charge.
Yeah, just give me in gold.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll give us change.
Give
Very
me
well.
1,000 in platinum and the rest in gold.
That could be arranged.
Cool.
With that, he turns to what appears to be almost a large spherical kind of safe door in the wall. Well, not large, but like chest wide, or like arm wide.
Yeah, I got you.
He raises his hands to it, and you see a little key kind of pop out of his fingers as he inserts it. And there's a number of twirling and gears moving, and a hiss of steam as the doorway or the lid opens. God, we're already at 8. The team's starting to lose it. And he motions over with his other hand, and you can see it kind of shifting and turning almost into like a cannonized shape as he sticks his cannon arm, or now in a shape of a cannon arm, into the hole. And you can hear almost the sound of a vacuum going. And the pings of coins as he seems to rumble a little bit with several things kind of hitting around inside him before eventually there's a little ping sound. He detaches his arm, closes the door, turns back around, and opens a little compartment in his chest with 2 sliding doors that kind of move to the side, almost like an elevator. And inside his chest cavity is 7 bags of coins.
Hell yes.
He begins taking the bags out and handing the respective requested coinage to each of you. And inside you find the required coinage that you'd asked for.
Thank you. Platinum is
Let's
by...
go fuck you once the bags have been handed out.
Platinum is divided by 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 4, 5. Platinum, yay. That's a lot easier than add it to my 912 gold, which I just didn't want to do the maths, if I'm honest. Thank you kindly.
With that, our business is concluded. If each of you can sign these documents, as he just moves as he just prints out documents from another compartment and pushes them along the table, it will confirm that you have agreed to the agreed split and have received your coins. You may count them if you would like.
Alvader's assuming that they've done it legit.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be worse for business if they don't do it for that. So,
Fuck you is immediately counting the coins.
Of course he is.
I'm gonna look and see. There's no small print.
Yeah, so is Alvin. That's it.
So's Gwen, to be honest.
Just a quick read
Just
of
to
it.
see that there's nothing extra added
You
to that.
give it a little read through, and as far as you can see, there's nothing out of the ordinary. It appears to effectively just state the exact split down of each of your party, the gold they received, the fact that they are agreeing to having received the required coinage, that there can be no dispute in the future that they were not correctly compensated for their participation in the fight.
Yep, Alvin is signing as soon as
That's fine.
there's nothing bad on it. It's like, yep, cool, signing it.
Fuck you signs it as Monica.
Yeah, fair point. Actually, we did go. Monica.
He collects back in the contract and feeds them back into his body. You can hear almost a shredder sound going.
Yep.
Why did you want if you're just going to break it?
It's important. I've seen people do this before. It's like a ritual.
The information has been scanned into my database.
And Alvina assumes a paper shredder is some sort of just tradition that she doesn't understand. It's like, oh, this is just what happens with contracts.
I have only so much paper storage. It is easier to scan the document and reprint as required using recycled paper.
Okay,
I'm very
question.
eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Question.
Recycled trees.
Do you have the only key to that vault?
I am not allowed to answer that question.
That means yes.
Good.
That's fair enough.
You may
Yeah.
interpret
Now.
my answer however you deem fit.
Mhm.
Any continual pursuit of this idea will be considered a suspicious activity.
Well, I just asked if you've got the only key.
And there are only 642 reasons why you would ask that. 643 of which results in crime.
There's one extra. There's one extra because it was supposed to 642, so
Yeah.
643 reasons are illegal. Where's that extra one come from? There's
Standing
one
right
more
in
than the
front.
stated numbers. You just come up with another one on the fly.
I think the other one is just being mischievous.
Looking at it funny.
How'd you want to...
Don't worry about it. Just don't ask. Don't.
Flicks,
I'm just trying.
flick, fuck you on the head.
Is there anything else?
Nope, that is all. You may leave now. Goodbye.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business. I literally believe there is a photo shoot we have to do, isn't there, as well? If we want to, because we apparently signed up for that when we were in.
Oh no, they're just literally like almost like an amusement ride where they take your pictures during the ride. They are charging other people for pictures of you during the tournament. As you exit the Coliseum, the point you're able to linger behind and ask your question and get some information.
Just speak to the admin bot. Just say, "Hey, so you said you had stats on who was most effective in that fight. Could you share?"
I'm kind of curious as well.
Yeah,
actually.
he prints out a little sheet and hands it to you. Yes,
For
here you are.
For flavor wise, can it be somehow in every single photo that fuck you's in, he's somehow flipping
It's
off?
blur. It's just his hand is blurred because he's somehow flipping the bird at the camera at all times.
Yeah.
He knows when people are watching
I'll pocket
him.
that information and put it away later and look at it later.
Yeah. If you actually
you
mention
do
it to
so,
Alvin,
yes,
Alvin
you
would be
do.
interested.
As you exit, you can see they've already got T-shirts with the party's pictures and like styling and branding. Not your branding, but a branding the Coliseum has designed for you.
I'm cool with this. We have two types of branding for us now.
Already like going on sale to the exiting audience. There's already plushies of each of you as you leave the Coliseum.
How much are the plushies?
How much are the plushies?
Do we get a cut?
How much do we get from all these sales?
The
I
charity.
haven't seen
The contract didn't say anything about not receiving any royalties from the t-shirts.
They're 81 silver, so they're 8 gold and 1 silver.
Okay.
So 8 of us. Hang on.
I'm just gonna deduct 8 gold and say, and just wink.
Yeah,
Keep the change.
I'm buying one of each of us.
So is Alvina.
I'll work it out.
As you like ask the question of any of the vendors of what's this? Where's our share? What's that? They're like, wait, why would you get a share?
Because it's us. You're selling our image.
Right. So
There's no laws against that.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the same likeness rights as. No.
I didn't
Fuck
give you
you, come
permission
here.
to use my face.
why would we require the pure permission? All funds go to the rebellion.
Yeah. Stop, Zolme. Don't get into this again.
I merch which I've just got.
Yeah.
As much as I want to say things, I'm not going to say them because that just implicates
Yeah.
No.
Well,
no.
you know, and a share goes to reimbursing the Creation Guild.
Yeah. Alvina literally is paying 8 gold and just going to whoever the hell is the salesperson, keep the change. Because I don't want to calculate the
I'm
gold.
just walking away.
Yeah, taking the 8 plushies and leaving.
I'm gonna grab fuck you and take him over somewhere a bit more quiet and go. Unfortunately, they don't have the same likeness rights as we do in our main sphere. You know,
Don't give a shit.
I know, but we can't exactly argue that without giving away that we're not from here.
Do I look like I give a shit?
I know you don't, but
They're taking my money.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh, no.
10 silver to a gold.
Oh,
instead of 100 silver to a
good
gold.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain keeps going. It's 100. Don't worry. I'll put the extra in.
This is-
actually
here's
conveniently.
Up to 65.
Yeah.
here's
Yeah.
the weird question: is him thinking that this is a part of they're taking his cut? Does that count as stealing from him?
Oh, yeah, 'cause you can't steal from him.
Ooh.
There is lies the conundrum. I don't like the
No,
thought of
Gwen-
that right now.
Gwent, yours is a blur. You were moving so fast the entire time your plushie
They just
came out
made
as
a
a blur.
generic.
Your plushie comes out as a blur. It just says speed. It's an outline of a centaur with speed written on the side of it.
It's a generic.
I'm okay with this.
It's
Does
kinda
it say ka-chow when you
Ka-chow!
But yeah, because fuck you believes that they're stealing his money, does that mean that the money would appear back to fuck you because of his blessing?
There's only one way to possibly find that out. Roll me a fate die.
Come on,
Okay.
I'm
natural
going to
20.
require a ridiculously
Natural
high
20.
DC here.
Natural 20. Natural 20. Come on.
No.
No.
It was so.
Because
It
the stars
was
have
teetering.
Ds, no.
It was teetering on the 2 and the 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alas, the dice gods have decided. As you exit the Colosseum, you are open to free play again and may go anywhere on the map where you would like.
Alvina is quite happy to pose for any pictures.
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna be
autographs that
outside
is
posing.
required. We are happily to go this.
Fuck you will be happy to do that as well for a charge.
Not surprised. But yeah, are we going to go to the headquarters?
Nerves to pay for.
Are we going to go to the headquarters? Or are we going to go to the forest?
I'm gonna roll a fate die to see if anyone is interested in getting a photo of me.
Oh, that'd be funny. I imagine the point, Alvina. No one cares about you, Zolman.
He's just standing there watching you.
Oh, all right, everyone. Everyone else, roll me a d22. We're gonna. Apparently, this is a thing. You're gonna hang about the Coliseum for a bit.
I'm going to get one kid again, aren't I?
Yeah, can I have a modifier?
18!
points?
Fucking hell, Lou!
Natural 20.
20 and 20!
Jesus,
Oh.
roll for the
Lou
cult.
has another cult!
It's not a cult.
It is
It's a
now!
cult.
You double 20, dude! It's a cult!
It's not a cult. It's a new religion.
It's a religion, yeah!
It's a movement.
Oh,
I'm gonna
hey,
go for a
Lou.
modifier for being me, because I will use Destiny to re-roll this.
Oh, that's fair. You are charismatic. I'll allow you to add your charisma modifier to it.
Yeah,
You are a bard. I feel like if anyone can. I guess Fuku, you're a bard.
I'm still using a
Alvina's,
Destiny.
You have
Alvina's,
a very niche audience that's into you, but you are a bard. So go ahead.
everyone, you just add your charisma point. Was that
Yeah, well,
14?
that gives
Alvina
you
is very
25.
happy with an 18.
I mean,
18
it-
sounds about right.
Yeah, if fuck you's adding his charisma to that 15, it's a dirty 20.
Yeah. So I think a few of us we're quite happy with these.
So Fuku, you actually have a large audience kind of wanting to and willing seemingly to pay your
It's the Gremlin
price.
audience.
As you spend more and more time with them. Well, first of all, how much would you like to charge per autograph?
A gold. Please be a gold.
Yeah, I was going to say a gold per photo and signature.
All right.
In the combo.
You easily get over 200 gold.
Nice.
Nice.
However, as you spend more and more time with this newly created fandom, you notice that as they're kind of walking away, they're kind of like showing it to each other, and you overhear snippets of conversation of, "Oh shit, man! I don't know, man. I mean, that goblin's fucking edgy, man. I think these are gonna appreciate and value. Just watch. These are gonna be a real investment. We're gonna have one of the few genuine." These are gonna triple in price over the next month. Just you watch. I'm gonna
Honestly.
hold all these all month long until their prices skyrocket.
I'm not gonna lie, they might as well. It's the bit they genuinely might.
Well, they only get valuable after the creator dies. We know that can't happen, so
Several of them, a small group chatting in the corner, look over at Fuku with murder in their eyes before they walk away.
Try it.
Alvin is happily posing and the whole shit, the whole classic barbarian signing up things. Pick people up, yes.
Holding 10 people over her head.
Apparently, the point, unfortunately, while you are very charismatic, as you look around, there are several bards. There are several other individuals also signing autograph that seem to look identical to you.
That sounds legit.
What is your modifier?
oh, okay, I'm fine with this.
Yeah, I've just
What is
realized
your
something.
modifier?
I've actually just realized something.
It's +4.
The original three that walked into the arena first and got the intro are the ones that rolled high.
Yeah.
That's actually really
And you
appropriate.
said I didn't lose modifier. That's a 25.
You're not a bard. You're a cultist.
Come on, we need to have these roll as well.
We should get
If I'm famous enough to
Alright.
have imitators,
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
All right. Yeah,
There's a cult.
she was one of the original. I'll give her advantage. No. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I think Abby's a bit shy. I think might be more than
Yeah.
she's actually like avoiding getting quite as much.
She's standing over next to me.
She's hiding.
But Lou, you have just the biggest like crowd around you, as you're able to tell them whatever you want, distribute any pamphlets that you want. There are several wearing fake tiefling headsets that want to get a picture with you and like an autograph from you, and asking if you're actually does Lugrim have a tail?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Asking to like compare their fake tail to you and like kind of see how it moves, and are studying like the motion of it.
Oh, you've got the real ones. You got the real cosplayers.
Fuck, he's like, how did they make that in the last 20 minutes?
Skill.
You also learn of something called the Tiefling Preservation Society.
Back in a sec, crew wants to go into the kitchen.
That seems to have a very sketchy interest in you.
They want your bones.
I think I get those sort of like business card.
You do, and you get an invite to come see them. They have several tieflings they'd like to introduce you to.
You hand them a pamphlet.
Yeah.
This is our post.
Doesn't say what you think it's gonna say.
It does. This is exactly what I think it's gonna say.
And Alvina gets also a large crowd, and is especially of halfling men for some reason.
Someone's seen the D&D movie.
Yeah, I was about to say someone's seen the D&D movie.
And are able to kind of thingy to the crowd however you would like. Is there anything anybody would like to do before we move on from the scene?
No, I think we've done our bits quite well in this.
Yeah.
Gwent has escaped.
Nobody
already.
appreciates that, officer.
Anybody who comes up to Gwen is just walking away from. Like, nope, don't know. Wasn't in the arena. No,
It's like,
nope,
are you the one who was in the arena, the center? It's like, no, what center?
Nope.
What arena?
You're the only centaur that I've seen for 3 months.
No, I'm not Spartacus.
Yeah.
Scuttles up the wall.
Gwen
You've got the
runs up
easiest
the
escape.
wall.
You can just scuttle up the wall.
I'm a couple of kobolds in a trench coat. Just a weird
And
trench
Slim
coat.
Shady.
You're like 6 kobolds in a trench.
2 kobolds and a pantomime horse.
But yeah, I think we're all good now.
Yeah.
How much would Lou have made from autograph?
Were you also charging? Why are you all
Charging,
bastards?
How much were you charging for your autographs?
Go for the picture and autograph seems reasonable.
Oh no, Peter was like, I'm just liking it.
Seems reasonable. Fair enough. You get 400 gold.
Fuck you, we'll remember this.
Wait, Lou is clearly stealing from fuck you. Money.
Even if it is just fame.
Yeah. Now, Alvina will not charge. Alvina's fine.
Points not charging.
Yeah, as much as it would be really useful, it doesn't seem right for Alvina to charge.
Alvina just appreciates the
Finer
interaction.
things in life.
Points more about growing that fan base and charging later.
Just for not taking the money and resisting that temptation, Alvina and the point, you both get a destiny point.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
The rest of you got money.
Yeah.
I got a
I'm happy with that.
But Zombie didn't get anything.
Because
Yeah.
Lou actually has money.
Yeah, Lou has money.
For once.
Yeah, Lou has actually gained more money than I've ever seen in this campaign.
Yeah.
Possibly
Actually,
Actually, wait a
their
minute.
entire
I
life.
think Lou almost made more than his cut. He made a significant chunk of his cut in gold because he rolled that fucking well.
That's how most competitors make their money.
Yeah.
Not from the actual competition, but just from the fame. Gotta get those brand deals.
It's
God.
sponsorship, man.
No, I just remember the last time I had one of these tournaments, one of the characters did genuinely go out and ask about sponsorships. Jesus. Right.
I'm
Did
down
you
for
get it?
sponsorship,
Nope,
no.
we're moving on from that. We're not doing that this campaign.
Yep.
Way too much of a headache.
It's like we might get like bonuses later on for fame. We'll put it as that, and it'll be a later problem.
Yeah.
Yep. But yes, we return to the map. Where would you like to go?
Yeah, I think it's one of two places. We're either going to the forest or we're going to see the leaders, finally.
Yeah, what time is it? Because I think we're invited
half
at dinner.
eight.
That's-
You were invited for dinner. You're invited whenever you show up.
Yeah, it was dinner. Dinner
We're
was
showing
the
up
other
for
one.
dinner because we get free food out of it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're planning on feeding you.
They didn't
Well,
plan
we've
on it,
shown
but
the-
if there's any ornamental fruit or anything, that will be gone by the time Alvina leaves the building.
You're going to effectively like a government building. It's not like they serve dinner. This isn't a noble's estate.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
Oh.
may
Might
have.
have
Surely
they may have
leaders
triangle
first.
sandwiches.
I
Yeah.
vote for
Jumbo
government.
sandwiches.
Albasi,
Well,
I think we.
sandwiches whenever you show up then.
I
I
think,
vote for government
I think-
building
And you know, you
because
guys
we-
have built up quite the appetite. It has been over an hour now. We're hitting like 3, 4 p.m. You can have an early dinner.
it's been an hour since Alvina last ate. She's starving.
Starving. Yeah, and also, you've really
Of course
worked up
you
an
would be.
appetite from combat.
In an hour.
Yeah.
It's been an hour. Alvina's like at the point of looking at people going.
And there was a whole contract negotiation, and then like a whole like you spend an hour like most of the hour just with the signing crowd.
Yeah.
I'd
Uh,
say the government because we've
I think,
shown them what we can do.
yeah, I think we
and
should get
the
the government
Austin-
building because
Yeah,
it was the plan to
seems
go
more
first
important.
anyway. Gwent just wasn't here.
Yeah.
We go to the forest afterwards. We've got more time.
All right, so we're gonna go to that very lovely phoenix-shaped building with a massive phoenix symbol on it, several banners hanging down from it, rows upon rows of just windows, and the two large sets of walls that seem to outreach, almost like the wings, encompassing a little courtyard in the building. As you make your way north towards that towering building, easily the largest construction in this entire, it takes up like nearly the whole wall of the North Cavern wall. You can actually see a small tower building as well as a large bathhouse on the kind of east side as you're approaching that seems to be similar size to the buildings back in the docks. Given size that this thing is like 100 times bigger than the docks administration building. So as you make your way back into the commercial district and back up through the market square, you arrive at the the kind of walkway that runs over to the North Plateau and up the running ramp up to the center of the building. Now the building itself doesn't appear to have any guards or gates or anything, and you're able to walk in the shadow valley of the gap between these massive winged walls. As you walk into what appears to be a large plain courtyard, you can see several kind of administrative staff standing around, having their lunch and chatting, some reading on like benches isolated away from people. But eventually you make your way to what appears to be the large entrance. There are several large doors, kind of similar to the Colosseum, designed for heavy traffic, and you can see people coming and going in a variety of attires, not just academic or bureaucratic, but you can see kind of even just more common attire of maybe like a suit-covered engineer or a mechanic kind of entering and leaving the building.
Do we see any
And-
security guards or anything? People who
You see nothing. There is not a single security guard in sight.
That means they've got something else, which Alvina has no
Yes.
interest in figuring out.
that's a little strange.
As you enter into the main building, you can see that the floors are obsidian black, while the walls are a white marble. In the center, almost like an island in the flow of traffic, is a massive spherical desk with several clerks kind of sitting there, with small queues forming, but very efficiently and quickly working through any of the requests, as well as several colored lines on the grounds running down various corridors and splitting off. There are portraits of various landscapes decorating the walls, as well as banners and murals and frescoes, as well as a couple just chairs lining the sides, some potted plants, as you'd imagine from the reception of a government building. What would you like to do?
I'm looking around to see
actually.
if I can notice anything.
Alvina's gonna look at the landscapes that are pictured. Is any of them appear to be what she's had as a description of Imix's rib?
Give me a perception check. Zormir, what are you looking for in particular? Something suspicious from a glance.
Anything that sort of denotes maybe some kind of security system or anything of this certain doesn't sort of stand out against this sea of normal looking people and things. I'm trying to. I'm
okay,
scanning
give
for
me-
security, basically.
Yeah, give me both an Arcana check and an Insight check.
All right.
Perception.
Perception.
Alvina,
Alright.
eventually just kind of walking like up and down or just kind of glancing at all the pictures, especially if your eyesight
Yeah.
able to see much further down the corridors. You do eventually spot 3 pictures that seem to have quite a prominent red glow. It's a little tricky even with your eyesight, just given the angle, and some they have glass over them and there's a slight reflection. But from the one you can see clearly, it does look to have been taken or painted. You're actually quite not sure what the technique of these pictures are.
Okay.
They seem to almost be a weird mix of photorealistic paintings.
Okay.
But one of them that you can see clearly does look out over what appears to be from the top of a red flaming mountain. You can see kind of almost the air distorting in the picture, and clouds surrounding as they kind of look down on a small like continent floating in the distance, almost like a picture from the moon looking down on the earth. But with clouds taking up half the picture and a small bit of like red flaming ground around the base of the picture.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna look at those pictures in a bit more detail a bit later when we've got some time. She wants to know things about it.
Zormir, as you look around, you don't see anything magical in your proximity, but sight is not your only tool. As you bring up your Arcanite, what do I call it? Architect? As you bring up your Architect, you get the ping of small clusters of light popping up in your proximity. Quite a lot, actually. Like a lot. You can't see a single security measure in this place, not with sight, not with small cracks, but using your scanner, there appears to be arcane spells, glyphs, and defenses built into everything.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Take magic and the whole place glows.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, no misbehaving in here, especially you. Pointing
Oh.
straight at the
Say that you need to be more specific.
pointing straight at the goblin boy.
Okay.
I thought that was a given.
Yeah.
It becomes very evident to you, even with the terrible insight. Unfortunately, even with the terrible insight, you do gain one piece of information with your passive insight, which is they have gone to extraordinary measures to effectively give the appearance that there is no security and that no security is needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes a lot of sense. Puts people a bit more at ease, and it's actually
also makes them feel more
That's why.
powerful. Yeah.
That is also why I'm saying the goblin not to mess in here, because I'm like knowing that he might just do something for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Alvina was of the opinion of you can't see any security. That means this place is decked out with security. It doesn't matter what it is. They've got something big.
And I will be willing to show him the pings for the Arc deck just to make sure.
Don't do that. I'll try and steal your Arc deck.
And you'll never get it back.
And back.
But yeah. So what's everyone else doing? Alvin is staring at pictures. Zombie is scanning.
Fuck you's probably scanning around for like little inconvenient things to steal.
He's already nicked the doorstop, hasn't he?
Yeah.
There are pens and newspapers galore.
Yep, he's stealing the pen lids.
The lid, just the lid. You've stolen the bit from the inside of the pen and left the pen.
Oh,
Yeah.
There appears to be a small kind of alcove to the side that seems to have a box of puzzle games.
Oh no.
This is Sudoku corner.
Fuck you's taking the corners out of the puzzles.
Yep, of course you are.
If there's
Oh, he just takes one corner.
yeah,
No, all the corners.
no, just all of them. Alvin is going to if is there any like Sudoku puzzle ones? Because I've got something stupid planned.
You just write one in all.
Let's roll me a fate die. We'll make it like a DC 10. There's a good 50-50 there of a Sudoku here.
Oh, it's DC 10, not a D10.
Oh.
I missed. 12. Yay!
Yeah, they did.
Alvina's gonna be just doing the Sudoku puzzle like while she's weighing. Anyone who looks at it is completely wrong. She's written an 11 at least once. There's in parts of it.
There's letters. There's pictures of fish. Leaves.
There's pictures of dragons at one point.
There's even a fire symbol.
Yeah. She's doing it to her own degree of correct.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do before you head up to reception and announce yourself?
just people watching, just getting an idea of who goes where here.
The point. Do you have proficiency in insight?
Let me double check. I don't think so, but
You got jack of all trades at least.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's not proficiency.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
okay at people watching.
Yeah, you get the general idea of like what you generally glean from people watching. You know, you make little stories up as they run about their lives. You overhear snippets of conversation. Nothing like mechanics breaking. Not mechanic, but like story add-on. But you get the general flavor of the people.
Vanilla.
Good enough.
You don't uncover any secrets. That requires proficiency.
Yeah.
Look, you don't see the like heavily armed paladins walking through in their suits.
But yes, anyone else? Lou, you want to do anything, or is there anyone else who's not? Gwent, you want to do anything?
I would just carry on.
Just making sure there's always a straight line towards the exit.
Left, right, up, down.
You think you can reach the exit?
You join one of
yeah.
the shorter queues to speak to one of the administrative clerks. What do you say when you get there?
Hey, we're the ones that delivered an island. Where do we go?
We had an
Yeah,
appointment.
You've got.
We have an appointment to speak with the
Rebellion.
leaders
right?
of the parties. Something like that, wasn't it?
It was the rebellion leaders, I think.
Yeah, the rebellion leaders. We brung
We're
the
that group. We're that group.
ones who brung the floating island.
Oh yes, we've been expecting you. Lovely to see you. It's interesting. We expected you a couple hours ago. Were you enjoying the sights? Did you see anything of interest? Did you try the burger?
I did try
Yes,
the burger.
the
It was
burger was delicious.
fantastic.
So I apologize. It was my mistake. I thought it was a evening appointment. I got the timing wrong.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
no.
fine. It was an open invitation. We're glad you're enjoying the nest. You know, we
And then we
tried
beat
and-
the plan in Phoenix.
Yes, word has just reached us of that. That's very impressive. Oh, very impressive indeed.
Why do you sound so sarcastic?
They don't.
I don't. I'm trying to be polite.
Don't worry,
To
they're
the front
always
desk
like this.
person, they're always like,
They're always like this. Don't worry.
Oh, you jokester.
I'm not. But...
I nudge you with my foot. I nudge you with my foot. Yeah.
Being serious here.
Yes, if you would just like to take this, as she hands you what appears to be a small golden pin with a dark phoenix on it.
okay.
Yes, if you just attach that to a lapel or to like a strap or something.
Alvina looks down. Right.
What's this for?
I have a
Or,
lapel.
or
I can-
like a
It's in my
bag. It
Got it.
provides a protective aura that will guide you to your destination.
Got it. Can Alvina tie it, put it into her hair? Does that work?
Oh yes, absolutely. It just has to
Gotcha.
be on your person and not in full cover.
Gotcha.
Fuck, you stabs it through his ear.
Ow! Alvina like puts it into her hair like a front hairpin.
She starts looking at you slightly horrified and starts like avoiding your eye contact.
Fuck you is like fixated, staring dead eye into her
Poor lass.
as he's pushing it into his ear.
Yikes. It's not even like the earlobe, is it? It's like the straight up top part of your ear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we're just gonna move
along.
over into the black screen. We're gonna fade to black on just everything Fukyu for a bit. Getting weirdly close to torture at this point, even
Anyone-
if it's self-inflicted.
Anyone who looks into the movie just sees a little black box walking around because Fukyu's been censored out of this episode.
So when it fades back in, there's just a bandage with a badge sticking out.
Yes, if you just follow the golden line, you should now all be able to see. And as for those who have actually put the pin on somewhere or wearing it or have it on their person, you can all see a golden trail light up in the obsidian floor, leading you down the central corridor.
I take my etching tool and etch a new rune so it will attach to my armor.
Yeah. Bang. You
Called a
magnetized. Magnetized. It's like a fridge magnet. It's like a fridge magnet. Yeah, Alvina's like, oh, that's really neat.
I'm glad you enjoy. Well, I hope I'll see you all again and that you have a pleasant meeting for the rebellion.
Yeah, thank
Rebellion.
you. Have a nice day.
For the money.
You too.
But whatever.
Thank you, person who we don't have the name of, and I'm not going to make Chris work out a name for.
Yeah, we say the name that is on her like name tag
Yes.
badge.
Please, Chris already had a name like 5 seconds ago. Just halfway through the conversation, once I'd figure out who the hell she was. It's Annabelle.
Annabelle. What,
'Cause
that
of course
is
it's Annabelle.
because of course it's Annabelle. Yeah.
Just the
Thank you.
sweetest receptionist you'll ever find.
Annabelle.
Gonna whisper to Zormir. So can we
You know
take
what? The
these
DM's
badges
probably
off
actually write
Doc
this down
Phoenix
because now
home?
that she has a name.
Yeah. She's suddenly a very
Sorry, I didn't-
important NPC. We're gonna kidnap
I
her
didn't-
as well.
I didn't catch everything you said there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just whispering to you, saying like, "Can we take these badges of Doug Phoenix home? They look nice."
Doug Phoenix, did you just say?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is just the Doug Phoenix badge.
You can. I
Damn, Doug is better
suppose.
merchandising than me.
They didn't tell us to hand them back at the end.
By the way, I've just realised something. Please have this not follow what happened in Geddon when they met a receptionist.
No.
I don't know
No.
what happened to Geddon.
What happened in
You
Geddon
don't-
was
you
they
didn't-
tried to do a good deed, ended up finding someone who was a cultist in the building, blowing up a wall. Another partyman went to repair the wall, knocked the entire building down, and then employed the NPC who was the receptionist because she was the only survivor.
Mm-hmm. No, we're not going to have her be the only survivor.
I mean,
That
That
is
like
just bad.
90% sounds like
That
it'll be
is
up
a
to you
governmental
guys, and if you
building,
destroy this
anyway.
fucking building. If you don't destroy the building, I think you're fine.
Cool, okay.
Yeah. We're good.
The thing is, they tried to fix it. It was a roll of a nat 1 that destroyed the entire building.
Yeah, well, I might not have to map up the interior of this building if you just destroy it. So I'll save me a lot of work.
No.
Got you, bud. On it.
On it.
Mm.
All right. Do you follow the Golden Trail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you make your way through the building, it is quite large, and it does take you a solid 20 to 30 minutes following this trail deeper and deeper into the building, to the point where the population starts to get a bit more sparse as you're traveling through. There seems to be less common individuals here and more official-looking bureaucrats and the various kind of open complexes and rooms clustered off to the side. But you eventually make your way to a large set of what looks to be adamantine doors with the symbol of the phoenix built into it.
I'm
That's
still,
really
u-
cool.
I'm still using the architect as we go.
Yeah.
Just seeing if
Um,
the security gets more dense as you go closer to these places.
It does seem to. There seems to be more consistent wall-like security, whereas previously it looks like there's responsive security or little items here and there. This one just has actual giant protective shielding invisible to the eye around most of the complex here. You also notice several large spots of arcane energy lower down in the building. That you just make a mental note of, that these are outputting some serious power, as well as large chunks of various types of arcanite that is flagging up on the screen. Not just hybrids that you've previously found as you're initially walking through the building, but as you get deeper and deeper, you spot large, colossal chunks of different types of pure arcanite.
This is where they were hiding it.
They're more. The rebellion's doing better than we thought.
Well, no, this is the main HQ.
Well, yeah, true.
All the really good shit that they find is probably going to be around here. This is one of the places, 4 places it's probably going to be this kind of stuff in the entire rebellion.
But as you reach the massive adamantine doors, it is giving off a large amount of both illusion but also transmutation magic.
Ooh, illusion magic.
The gold line runs straight through the door. What would you like to do?
Guessing this is the door, right?
Let's walk up to the door.
Do we knock? Do you want me to open it? What we got here?
I wasn't sure how the doors open.
That's what I was like. I'm asking the others.
sensor as you got to the door.
I want to do this for your shits and giggles and stupidity. While still scanning everything, just walk towards where the line goes and just absentmindedly keep going.
You do so. You find no resistance as you pass through the door.
Neat.
I think I know how this works, but okay.
All right.
Hmm.
I'll just walk through the
Can
door, I suppose.
Huh?
Or
Did
at
I
least-
just what? Did I just walk through the doors?
That's what doors
Can I-
tend to do.
Take my badge off. Just put it on the floor. Go up, knock on the door.
Would you like to do this while on the other, it's still in the corridor?
While still in the corridor before going through.
Yeah, you do so. As you take off and go to the door, you knock against it as if you are knocking against metal.
That's what I thought.
Gotcha.
Okay. Go and put it back on, walk through.
I saw you do that. I was like, got it. I think I get the point, and I'll walk through the door as well.
Yep, assuming you are wearing your badge, you are able to pass through it without resistance.
That is really cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like that.
Fuck you, as he's going through it, is very tempted to take the badge off whilst in the wall.
You could.
We're not freeing you from an adamantine prison. We've already freed you from a prison.
We're not just cut him in half, possibly.
You may
Maybe.
do so if you would like.
No, he's tempted. He's not going to do it though.
That's
All right, as you enter into the room, it appears to be almost a massive central chamber with several platforms rising up on either side into what appears to be almost a library.
Ooh.
At least for those who are more assumed by knowledge, your eye immediately catches to just the row upon row of shelves lining the various kind of balconies. But for the rest of you, you notice that the lower ground level is hung with kind of banisters of the various factions, various kind of knickknacks and artifacts lining podiums around, and small alcoves lit up with various items. And in the center of the room is a massive table with several orbs kind of in a radius around it, almost like control nodes, and a large, almost hologram-like depiction of what appears to be the entire shattered Altsphere. Standing around the table are several prominent-looking figures that I'll get to in a second.
Point, come here.
Yep, what's up?
Show him the arc deck and point at some of where I've seen some of the Arcanite. It's not so hard up as I thought it was.
No. I mean, this is where if I were them, this is where I'd put all the powerful stuff, but I thought that stuff, the pure stuff, wasn't even...
It was
here.
rare.
Yeah,
Remember,
rarer than that.
remember this is like the entirety of
Though,
kind at this point. If there's
if
anywhere
that's
that's gonna be here,
If that's what the rebellion has,
what do the
how
others
much has
have?
the rest
And
got?
what do the others have?
Yeah,
Mm.
getting back might be easier than we thought.
We could at least then work on something to get us back.
Yes.
And
I've got a
Off with them.
feeling we might need to do a bit
Oh.
more than bring them an island.
Well, I have heard a lot of talk about the boys in the lab. I'd
Sure.
kind of like to meet them.
yes. Hi, Alvina. I didn't know you were listening in as well.
Also us.
Look. And Joe points shows it to you as well.
Ooh, lots of pretty lights.
Yes, that's Arcanite.
Ah.
Never mind.
Okay.
Let's go have words with these people before discussing anything to do with the arcane.
Let's
But,
get on.
I was just making a shorthand list of all the actual NPCs that are supposed to be here because
Yep.
then actually I know who's supposed to be here. I didn't actually give a list, which will make my life easier now.
Yeah.
Now I can just look up each of their individual descriptions rather than having to remember them.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter, there appears to be a conversation, a quite heated conversation. Not quite an argument, but you can see hints of frustration in their voice, especially those with pristine insight, particularly Zormir. There is friction amongst this group. It reminds you of a council meeting back at any of the various kind of organizations you've been a part of.
Reminds me of
As
30 minutes ago.
And I poke. I'm gonna poke point and tell him. Well, do give us a grand introduction then.
Yeah, you're up.
Gathered members of the Rebellion Council, I present the Little Misfits. We're the ones who brought in that whole island thing. Sorry for being slightly late.
Let's see, who would be the closest? We'll save the main guy for last. Let's go.
I've just realised I've got to get my rebellion factions bit up.
I'm just going to wave over the back. Hey, Doug. Just trying to see which one's Doug.
Doug Phoenix.
Doug Phoenix. Dark rebellion
let's-
factions. There it is.
We'll do fighters at the end, or at the beginning of the table. Let's also go with whose eye would be drawn where. Alvina, your eye is immediately caught by what appears to be a gold-scaled kobold
Ooh.
in with bracers of defense on their wrist and quite a kind of swole-balled bulk to them.
Swole-balled.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She has her hair tied back into a short bun, and you can see several scars adorning her body. She actually seems to be wearing similar aesthetic attire as yourself,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but not so much the nature vibe as with depictions of dragons across it.
So like Alvina's tattoos, basically, more on the clothing.
Yes, but along the closing. She appears to also have a slightly more withered look to her face, probably late 60s, 70s. And she's definitely the way she holds herself, but also there's kind of a youthfulness to her stance. She has seen some battles in her time.
If she looks Alvina's way, Alvina inclines her head in respect. She recognizes that old barbarian. Absolute badass.
There's some gray to her hair.
Yeah, there is an immediate nod of respect from Alvina towards her.
But she speaks with a commanding but almost lyrical voice. It's a proper word, better word for that. But you also see that she has because they'd all have their own like symbols on them. I might just literally do tattoos, fairy tale style.
Yeah.
Because I quite like the idea of that, especially with magical tattoos being a thing.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I do like faction tattoos. She has the emblem of the golden hearts on her.
Yep.
Let's see.
Not gonna lie, the gold hearts went massively up in Alvina's estimations from what she was expecting because their leader's a barbarian. Or appears to be, at least.
For Zormir, you notice what appears to be quite a tall Simic hybrid in what can only be described as a professor's attire with small spectacles on his nose. He is currently reading a book, watching the rest of the council argue while he sits in a reclining chair and watches, not saying a word, just occasionally glancing up at each of the commenting parties. He has the tattoo of the Ooh, I don't think he actually has a tattoo because he's not officially part of the rebellion. 1 second. Does he have a tattoo?
Outside contractor.
Oh.
He's us.
He's like Zarmir. He doesn't want to be tied down to their one thing.
I just hope there isn't a particular symbol on him. In which case, Gwen's gone.
No, he does not have a symbol on him. He is the only one without a symbol. Cool.
Okay.
I just want to double check that.
It's worth checking.
Yep. Fook, you notice what appears to be a small, crunched over black kobold with a long, wispy beard hanging down, with these kind of squinting eyes and a walking cane. But as you peer closer, you can make out the subtle silhouettes of at least several dozen sets of knives lining underneath his cloak.
Fuck you's eyes glint as he notices these knives. He's like, ugh.
Game
Shiny.
recognizes game. It's what this seems to be, the introductions.
Fuck you, like, wanders over and goes, can I have one?
You see a small tattoo kind of in between his fingers, representing the ink hearts.
Yeah, that's gotta be them.
Okay.
Moving on from them, I think that just leaves 2 in the room.
There's 3, I think. We haven't been introduced to.
Not all of them are actually present.
That'll
So one of them, you actually recognize the very familiar appearance of the Warforged administrator, who nods to you as you enter. He is standing off to the side, just behind the main figure, seemingly not taking part in the conversation. It appears to mainly be an argument between the main figure, the Golden Heart Kobold, and the black scaled ink heart kobold.
Okay.
And finally, you see what appears to be a rather old human-looking individual with a squarish jaw and a bulbous nose, with this kind of graying, short black hair.
Mhm.
Large square glasses. Everyone give me a history check. Or everyone off the main sphere give me a history check.
Yep, sounds about right. The moment you roll a 1, it's not a critical failure.
Yeah, that's all of us because Gwent's from here.
Yeah, it seems appropriate, honestly.
Fokyu and Zormir and Lu would recognize the name when their attention is drawn to it, or recognize the appearance once like a name is given to it. But the point, you're the only one who recognizes the figure immediately. He looks strikingly familiar from the figure that you've heard rumor and whisper of, and that you once saw a depiction of a individual who rules partly over a large organization in Copper known as Mr. Brightside.
I knew it.
I mean, the one fits so well for you there,
Yeah,
Jamie.
I know. It's the person who genuinely has no idea who they are. So Albina goes, "Who the fuck is that?"
I would just mutter under my breath. Is that Mr. Brightside?
Who?
Oh,
Oh shit, it is.
yes. Why is there a bright side in this? Why is there a bright side here?
Ah, it's a myth.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Did
I've-
you miss a day in school again or something?
Possibly. Have you not had bright side towers back in our universe?
No?
Don't forget she's from Feywild.
I
Or,
suppose.
Fantasia.
She's from Fantasia.
I suppose it's also blocked off from most of the main sphere. If you end up there, it's very hard to get back, if ever at all.
Oh, it's just
I mean,
like
I've heard of
So it's like
yeah.
a hotel.
kind of.
Alright.
I mean, I've heard of a few people that have come and gone there.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he was a myth.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Weird.
Probably just one of those multiverse things.
Yeah.
Alvina is, by the way, convinced that this Brightside person is like a famous hotel chain owner. Then from the way she's like, I don't know who he is, but I guess he's important.
Such a lovely place.
Yeah.
Those were slightly
I'm
new
going.
setting. Who is this?
Yes. Are you?
I think we've got one more to discuss.
Oh yeah, the point. I was the only
point.
one who hasn't
Yeah.
actually played in Brightside Towers. To
It's
fill you in
also
the
the person
context.
who gets.
Yeah, it's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
For new players and audience members, in Alterra there is a version of Sigil called Copper, which is a cosmopolitan hub of the plains. It is only accessible via Copper portals, and is a sanctum and bastion from divine powers. Anybody over a certain power level cannot enter into the city, normally demigods or above. So it has become a refuge for more monstrous creatures who wish to get away from the tyrannical rule of the gods, particularly dragons, aberrations, renegade, celestials, that sort of thing.
Okay.
One of the 16 is also a hyper-capitalist cosmopolitan city.
Traded in souls.
that trades in Noid souls. Hilariously, how the rest of this entire universe works. Effectively, it is the mini Shattered Altsphere inside Alterra. Or at least works kind of a similar way. There are 16 major mega corporations that rule over copper. One of which is the only business conglomerate that is run by a Noid, who is Mr. Brightside. He is a incredibly powerful, as far as most people are aware, human, who is kind of also. Do you ever play Bioshock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He is based on Ryan from Bioshock.
Okay.
Andrew
That makes
Ryan.
sense.
So so the whole point, and I set a campaign there called the Headquarters of the Mad Capitalist.
Yep.
Based on the Underdark, the Mad Mage campaign. Effectively, it's like 20 levels of just various businesses that just do scrupulous, like unethical things.
Mhm.
The bit of the thing that I was the spoiler, I was the villain of. That was set in Brightside Towers, wasn't it? That James did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, James did a series of epilogues for each of the characters based on that setting, because I quite enjoyed the setting. It effectively lets me run Bioshock campaigns.
Which are fun. I do love
Which are
Bioshock.
And the main currency is Noid souls, which means there is a massive human enslavement population, which is really difficult to get out of. It's also nicknamed the Cage. That's just part of the base lore. Because it's so hard to get out, and normally a lot of the portals are effectively pay-locked by the various corporations, so you have to buy your way out, but you are effectively caught in indentured servitude, where most of the citizenry wants to consume your soul for power.
And apparently my Burbog's the only one with a key now.
Yep, there are also certain keys that can be allowed to open up portals and stuff.
I mean, Arknight, or Arknet, or company,
Arcanet Adventures.
Arknet Adventures. They've got a key to one of the hells, I believe.
Mine's is to Fantasia, I believe. So if you ever see a Furbog running around with a bunch of weird fake Arcanite spiders or anything like that, that would be Land War.
Yes.
Yes. I guess minor spoilers. I don't know if I ever want to set anything in that. I mean, I actually do want to set. I have several ideas for things set in that setting. Several of the storylines involving Mr. Brightside involves his attempt to create a god of magic fetus within Copper to circumvent the rule that gods can't come into Copper, so that he could take over the source of all magic, which is actually located at the center of Copper because of Alterra lore that we won't go into.
Cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He also has a massive cloning operation. So there's actually a couple 20 plus Mr. Brightsides who each run the various departments of Brightside Incorporated.
He is Randy Ryan. He really is.
Each of which, I don't know if this was ever revealed in the campaign, but we're probably not going to go back to it. He managed to figure out a way using Platinum Arcanite to effectively create what is equivalent to the Lich's what is it? Phylactery. But uses a psionic component that allows him to share knowledge between his clones, as well as share his soul with the various clones, so they could all gain XP that feeds back to the mother soul.
Damn. If he says the words, "Would you kindly," I'm stabbing him.
I think the only one that we were sort of talked about going back to would be the green yellow Arcanite, because Armir promised to help free yellow.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was one of the.
But the funny thing is, we've damaged yellow as well.
To be fair, that would be a cool one, because it takes place in the abyss.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's future plans and ideas for if I ever get free time again. Maybe I'll start a second one up again, but I doubt it because I have so many side projects on the go. When we eventually get to a utopia where I don't need to spend a chunk of my time making other people money, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
We can dream.
We can dream. But for now, what matters is he's mostly just a fun like Easter egg for people. He is his own unique character in here. Particularly his name in this one, as he is about to introduce himself, is Mr. Darkside.
Yep. Okay, we've got the apocalypse now. We are officially at apocalypse. Shout out to whoever
Okay.
does that joke.
Let's quickly do introductions because it's actually past 9 now, and we'll be coming to an end with this. We'll pick up the major conversation next week. But let's do quick introductions. As the rest of the group kind of looks towards you, Mr. Darkside kind of nods to the administrator, who walks forward and begins doing introductions. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. I hope you haven't squandered your cash earnings quite yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
So my collection of plushies.
How many is there in a bag?
May I introduce you to the, well, our regrettably limited Council of the Rebellion. Unfortunately, 2 of our prominent members could not be here today.
Okay.
Pleasure.
But we have enough for a majority vote, and that is what matters. First of all, may I introduce you the representative and leader of the Golden Hearts, Miss Yubi. She kind of like grunts towards you.
Nod.
Hey, hopefully you're bringing some strength to this rebellion. We could certainly do with it.
Hopefully.
Point to Alvina.
Hopefully. I mean, nod respect. Hopefully.
Maybe we can finally get some action put into the pants of these planners.
Alvina's got a big grin on her face. I like this one.
We've taken a few actions already, Alvina. Steal an island. Beat up a phoenix.
Oh yes, you're that group, aren't you? Very impressive. You're gonna have to tell me all about how you dealt with those fire giants. You know, I once arm wrestled one. Poor sap never can use that arm again, from what I've heard.
I really like this one. I mean, his eyes are sparkling.
So did you be of the Golden Hut?
Oh, I spelt it UB as in Japanese for like finger. So...
Yeah, so I
spelled
spell it UBI.
It's a shame there's an E, isn't there?
It's not Ubisoft.
Yes, this is the representative of the Golden Hut. Next, we have the representative of the Ink Hearts, who do not officially exist. Did I say that correct? You said that correct. Now, don't you forget it. Otherwise, you'll wake up. Oh shit! No, I said that.
You'll wake up.
Wake up?
You'll wake up dead.
You wake up dead. Yeah. That's usually my threat.
That doesn't make sense. They don't wake up.
I mean, that's the point. It doesn't make sense. It's meant to confuse them.
No, that's the
No, I'm
point.
the point.
Anyway, shut up, you old tin bag. I can do my own introduction. You can call me Gramps.
Gramps, give me a knife.
What kind do you want? Do you want like a razorback or like a flip knife? Do you...
I don't know. What
like
one
a
do you think
skinny-
suits my personality?
Oh God.
It's gonna be a razor-edged hook thing, isn't it?
Oh, man.
you seem like a little disrespectful shit. Probably one that slits your throat.
Yeah, give it.
You want it now? Like just through the throat?
No, give me the knife.
Knowing fuck you, he'll slit his own throat later.
He's immortal.
All right. Yeah, he like just kind of like hobbles over to you, like taking each step carefully with his
Oh
cane.
no! Fuck you! Going out to him.
Yeah, he just like hands you this incredibly rusted, dull blade.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There you go, young whippersnapper. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yep, fuck you! Immediately throws it into the ceiling.
It just like clambers off the marble ceiling and like drops back down.
Please catch it. That'd be kind of stylish, actually.
Shit, I thought it'd stick.
What would I do to catch it?
Give me either give me an acrobatics and sleight of hand check.
Acrobatics.
He does a triple backflip, catches it midair between two like
Oh,
toes.
damn.
And
Nice.
Catches it between his
Beautiful.
toes.
You execute that magnificently.
he does a triple backflip and catches it in his teeth.
Where are you, performing monkey?
Well, I'm a bard, so kind of.
Ah. Wow. You had potential for a second. What a shame.
Oof.
Oh, you mean doing things like this?
And
Pulls out his watch.
Pulls out his lampshade.
Gramps' watch.
He's pulled out his lampshade.
Oh no,
The lamp's
he's
back.
gone again.
Oh
lamp-
shit! Where'd the young whippersnapper go?
The lamp's back.
It's Gwent needs. It's the lampshade.
Scraper
Feel
of
like
lampshade.
Gwent, you hear him like whisper back. Hey, you gotta humor the kids. They're fucking idiots.
Of course he.
Fuck, he's just standing there with a lampshade on his head now.
Don't worry, you fooled
Yes,
Alvina.
yes. Well, that is the colorful introduction of Gramps, leader of the Ink Hearts. Gramps of the Ink Heart.
Yeah. I finally spelt the name right. I think this might be the first time in the entire campaign.
The fine fellow over there with his nose in the book is Dr. Vergas. He is the representative from the R&D department.
Oh, he's the one of
He's
those.
the guy from the labs.
Yeah, he's one of the boys. He's the dad of the labs.
I go across and shake his hand. Dr. Zalmia. Pleasure to meet you.
Does he care?
Give me a... Ooh, what's a good... Just give me a flat intelligence persuasion again.
Intelligence persuasion.
You need to get persuasion. And then she put lab guy, Dr. Vargas. So +3 to that, right?
My
Gets intelligence.
intelligence is one higher, so
There's only one higher. Okay. 15.
He pauses reading his book, kind of glances up to you from over his glasses, and kind of gives you like the stare down, kind of just giving you a look over. He seems to ponder occasionally on some of your arcane equipment. He Ooh, how do I want to do his voice? How does it make specific hybrid sound?
Like
I
a
don't know.
fish and
I
a
want to see.
crab fused with an elf. Usually.
And what do tell is your doctorate in?
psychology.
Psychology. I see. And what is the best way to disperse aggression if you're looking down the axe of a fire giant?
Well, I found that I have a elf who can dissuade them from the acts of violence.
With extreme
And,
violence.
Of extreme violence, and I sort of whisper under my breath. Also, I can also impress him with my artificery, but I kind of say it quietly, so he doesn't to see if he actually picks up on it at all. See if he's paying attention to me.
I see. And if you combine blue, green, and white Arcanite, what hybrid do you create?
Oh, do you actually know this, Zomi? You might. You were studying hybrids.
Blue, green, and
White.
To be honest, I've not seen much of hybrids. I've used more pure Arcanites than hybrids, as you say.
Oh, I see. Is that your excuse?
But
Very
white's
well.
white is
What is
control.
the main
is-
use for Fool's Arcanite?
main use for Fool's Arcanite?
Yes.
Do you know a use for Fool's Arcanite? Like, just...
But
There's-
to see
Does
people that
Zormian know?
That's
rather
where I was
than Bodmer?
going.
Yeah,
Does
this is a
Zormian
point
know?
of
Because he
is
has been
Bob-
studying this stuff.
I think this was discussed when we got Charisma Rock.
Yeah.
It's go ahead and give me an Arcana check at disadvantage, as this is quite a very unique piece of lore.
Come on, Zormian. Double 20 this. Oh, a 17's not bad, though.
not
A
bad.
26 would have been great, but...
There have been hypothesi back in the main sphere, but one that's not really been kind of perfected yet. It was on the cutting edge of technology when you left. But there have been studies done into Fool's Arcanite as using it as arcane circuit boards. That the natural material, because of its conductive arcane properties, would allow it to better facilitate the energy transfer of more other base arcanites. Whereas currently, it's normally being used with non-conductive materials, such as just built into objects, with like copper or stone or marble. But if you can find a way to purify the inefficient or the destabilization within Fool's Arcanite, it could be made into a usable conductive material board.
That'd be interesting for, like, making
Well-
a Uber shillelagh, I suppose, wouldn't it?
I'm sure there was some kind of theory of going around about making it into circuit boards and things such as that. It would possibly be a way to improve on your Phoenix that we kind of broke
Yeah,
Kind of, bro.
We did.
after I tried to. What is that liquid you were using? I mean, it was. Was it a. What kind of.
And that's what it was.
What was the color of the
Silver.
liquid?
it was platinum ooze.
Platinum Arcanite ooze stuff inside the machine, fighting back against my control sigil.
Yeah, takes a little like bookmark pin from his top pocket and inserts it into the book, closing it carefully and slowly before placing it on the coffee table next to him. He stands up to meet your gaze. How tall is Zormir?
He's quite tall. He's about. Wait, let's see. I might actually note that down as an actual.
You're about Alvina. I know you're at least about Alvina's height. And Alvina's
Person.
6 foot. So you'll be around 6 foot. Which,
5'11".
yeah. He's pretty tall.
Let's see, what's the high height of Smook?
They are human size, Simic Hybrid. I
human
don't
size.
think they have any. For height, at least. They've got some weird.
We'll say he's about equal of height. Maybe you got like a little bit of a height advantage just with the armor padding around you.
And
He's supposed to be
horns.
quite a tall, lanky fellow. He stares at you. And do you know how we purify Fool's Arcanite?
I assume Zomir doesn't know.
It is something that has never been confirmed in the main sphere.
No, but I'd like to find out.
I could hypothesize on it, but I'm not quite sure. I've not practiced it myself. I mean, it is quite the first time coming across these hybrids, and I mean, I used it effectively in this, pointing to drawing out my blade to turn a ranged weapon into a focused blade. I believe it was the Million Arcanite.
Damn. I don't know what that roll's for, but it's pretty good.
I see.
And I'll also drop the helmet.
And if I may ask a more probing question, consider it a personal tangent. Who's your favorite god?
That's an excellent question, Zombie.
What was the god of our
What's the god that we
Okay.
accidentally ate one of the angels off?
Wait, yeah. Ivica? I haven't.
Vika is the god of invention. Arnelli is the god of magic. Artibus is the god of diplomacy and dialogue.
Probably Avika with Zombie.
Ivica? Liz. I would probably go Ivica, the goddess of invention. Or
Yeah, that makes sense.
why? Which one do
see.
you
Prefer.
associate with?
As he ignores the question and turns to Darkside. Well, it just seems I owe you a gold coin.
There's an interesting one.
The rumors appear to be true. I would have believed it had I not heard it for myself.
Yep. We are.
Yeah, he begins walking away back to the main door.
Yep.
Just kind of muttering under his breath that Gwent and anyone with a above 15 passive perception is able to hear.
Is it
Other
above 15 or on
worlds,
15?
huh? I'll say on 15 or higher.
Yay!
I hear as well.
Other worlds.
Yep.
Fascinating.
I thought he'd be on that. It's like he seems smart enough to kind of figure it immediately. And looking at us.
Oh, so you know.
But he
I'm gonna
is just like
check.
fully walking away as Mr. Darkside comes around the table. He looks to be kind of approaching his 50s now. You can see a couple wisps of grey hair into him, but he looks quite still pretty young for his position, or for the stress of his position anyway.
High achiever.
He looks
'Cause he
late
walks forward.
80s, which is pretty young for anyone with this amount of stress on his shoulders.
Well, if it isn't the noids of the hour, I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. You remind me of someone else.
And I would love to hear all about that, but there are important matters to discuss first before we move to pleasantries. And from the information I've gleaned about your travels so far, I get the impression that you're a very down-to-business party.
Yes.
So, let's not dally around the issues then, shall we? I believe there's a matter of your payment for delivering me a very strategic resource. How you got your hands on that island, I cannot wait to hear the stories in detail. But first, a large cash prize was promised, I believe.
Yep.
Mhm.
The administrator here will, of course, see to your payment, although I hear you're already cleaning out the banks.
Alvina almost looks bashful. Almost.
Well, if you put Alvina in an arena
She's gonna.
and the rest of us alongside them, yes, we are going to clear the house.
I mean, Alvina's been putting some of that money back into the bank.
It's good food. What can I say?
It is good food.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Go to it.
while it is no doubt far too little for what you truly deserve, I hope you find this very modest payment of 50,000 gold adequate.
Yep. It's much appreciated. Yeah, I was about.
As well, of course, 5 rebellion emblems for special privileges to be used at your discretion.
Ooh.
And of course, I would like you to sit in on this evening's council meeting. After all, it's very rare that strangers from another world come to disturb the balance, and a good disturbing of the balance is necessary. I've heard tale that you already have ideas you would like to run by me. Now, I cannot say that I will accept everything you have to say. You must understand that I've been doing this for a very long time, and I have no doubt that the ideas you've come with, while good in intentions, may not play out as successfully as you may believe. I have no lack of consideration from yourself, but there are powers at play that you cannot yet come to understand. Ones I will be happy to inform you of. There is a reason why the rebellion has not so directly confronted the forces at play, and that is simply due to the lack of power, and I don't mean individuals. I have no doubt that each of you is of incredible gifts, and could single-handedly turn entire battles in your favor, but not all are as powerful as you, and while I may be able to sink a ship or two with my few, secrecy has been the best safety for those who cannot defend themselves. Unfortunately, sheer numbers are our biggest problem. And it does not matter how much we train, not all have the stomach of adventurers.
That is maybe why I seek to turn the numbers
More in our favor.
in our favor.
Yes. I've heard rumors that something went down in Ironcore, though even I have limited intel. It would seem a member of your party is not quite as intact as he originally was when he went with you.
That will happen before Ironcore.
So the information I have been able to glean from your adventures after with have been fragmented. But I have no doubt that you will help fill in the gaps that your old comrade was not able to.
I'll try our
Well,
best.
Since
So-
the things are kind of more out and open, can I ask you one question then?
Yes.
You wouldn't know anything about Mr. Brightside yourself?
The name does not ring a bell.
I want to
Should
insight as
I?
he does.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
One.
His
Very
face
good one.
remains not expressionless, but remains consistent as he says it. He doesn't seem to know who the name is. If it is the same individual, it's entirely possible they just were born with different names.
Hmm.
To be fair, you're also not aware of how Mr. Brightside got his name, so it might be the events leading to the name didn't transpire as they did in the original world.
You don't know if it's his actual name or just
We've
the
got,
moniker
we've
he
got the
goes
Light
by.
Phoenix and the Dark Phoenix, Mr. Darkside.
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside.
This curiosity, considering this, someone quite
We are in a,
rumors of being quite similar to you,
we are in a different
Altsphere.
Yeah, we are in different worlds though, but
I know. I'm just making sure they're not the same person.
yeah, I've literally put just at the bottom in like items, not even in currency, 50
Well,
50 grand.
let me put your mind at rest. I can assure you, regardless of what the rumors may say about my continual rebirth, I am the one and only Mr. Darkside.
Neat.
Fair?
Please, take a seat and let the conference begin.
Yeah, Alvina sits down.
And with that, that is where we're going to end, because that's massively over time. Tune in next week, where we'll actually get to ask questions off the rebellion.
Yep.
And you can pitch your crazy ideas to what you would like to do.
Yep. Don't worry, Alvina will keep a lid on her crazy ideas, guys. Don't worry.
Who's noting down the the gold for that because
I can if you like. I've literally just put it down
I've
in
got it.
items.
Yeah, no, note it down because I don't know if we're going to do a split or put some
Yeah,
of the
I've
funds towards.
I've put it down as an item until we figure out what we're gonna do with it, because I imagine that'll be our upgrade the ship money, honestly.
Yes, same.
That's what I assumed. Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
that's why one of the reasons why I was going. We split the other award because I imagine the payment for the island is gonna be big.
As I say, probably best for tomorrow in universe. People who aren't going to do the Gauntlets Rise,
Yeah,
go back to the docks to arrange that.
go and sort some
Yeah.
bits and pieces out.
And also, I think is it next week's the last one. Me and Jamie will be able to do.
Yeah, the one
our week.
after is, I believe,
Alright.
yes, the 28th. We are not able to make it, so
Okay.
we're in a field.
They're gonna live it.
We will be in a field.
And I trade out the sword and the hammer for a giant set of claws.
Hammer, daggers, and
Bucket.
an axe
And a bucket. But yeah.
and a bucket. I become the dwarf.
Yes, that
Become the
is
new
us.
fucking man.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. I hope you had fun, and I will see you next time for Tales from the Shattered Altsphere.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Out of mind.
Okay, that was a ton of fun. I really liked that. I can't believe we actually won the gauntlet fight. I'm quite surprised. But hell yeah. And the rest of it, I'm sure, is going to be very, very fun. So yeah, that's all we got time for today. Thanks, Chris, for Jimmy. It was awesome. Thanks, everyone, for playing. Thank you for doing, like, hilarious collab jokes with me that were way too consistent this episode. But yeah, I'll be back on Monday playing something, I don't know what. Probably Pokemon. So, have a fantastic evening, everyone. If you keep playing video games, keep it awesome, guys. Oh, the best on Twitch. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Nice.